Okay, we are live on a Flatterday night. Flat thumbs, double flat thumbs to all. You're excited? You should be excited, guys. We're going to have an absolutely fantastic time. It is a Flatastic Flatterday, which means you can expect nothing else than flatasticness. Okay? Is assured. Com sound epic. Right, we are in action. So, I am here to entertain you on a Flatterday night. And juice you up. Okay, fresh juice. Like, as you can see, I'm live and direct. As you can see, I'm kitted out because it's stinking hot where I am. As you can see, I'm in the Scablands in Washington State. Yeah, that's right, I am. Look. Nah, I'm not. I'm in Ely, in Cardiff, innit? Flat thumbs to anyone from Wales land, where I hail. So 150 odd of you waiting. That is absolutely fantastic and epic. Make sure to share this out, if you would. Share the show, like and subscribe to all Flat Earth Britishness. Okay, guys, don't miss anything. Because very shortly on Flat Earth British, we're going to have to change the realm again a little and tweak things, okay? Because it's been a strange time, hasn't it? Now, I get a demographic being Flat Earth British of what goes down in people's psychology. Being a master, not give a fucker, not giving two hoots about any of this bullshit, because I ain't playing, yo. Okay? The census and the fear that is out there at the moment about mandatory vaccines. Has anybody yet been mandatory vaccinated? As far as you know. I'm just asking. The proverbial shit will hit the proverbial fan when they try holding people down and jamming them up with a death sentence, will it not? I don't think that's going to go down too well. So, yeah, something is coming. We can all feel it. Now, we all had a weird, eerie feeling 2019. My comments, my emails, everybody was saying there's something big coming. We can sense it. 2020 vision, a great awakening is in flow here. It's preparing us for what is coming. Bam. The man shows his fucking hands across the poker table. You slimy motherfuckers. Well, we busted you, so you didn't really have any choice. You had to show your hand, didn't you? I'm thinking I must be really, really annoying. All of us must be, because we see through the bullshit and the lies, and all of it is a lie. Tonight, on Flat Earth British, we're going to concentrate on one that's a bit as waste of a time in my Brian as, say, astrophysics. What a fucking spunking of money that lot is. The other one is that really gets sort of under my skin is geology and the current overstanding of geology. Now, geologists, the fuckwits, they go with long expanses of time that take you up to an event, their event, which they call the Ice Age. Okay, the Ice Age. Anybody speaks against said Ice Age of 14 to 12,000 years ago is treated as a madman. How dare you say anything against our religion, which is evolution? Space bullshit, and this police been here a very long time and has evolved, don't you know? Now, if you hit them up with the obvious truth when you got eyes on the ground, take a look at the image behind me, okay? It doesn't take too much of a genius to work out that this place, okay, has resets, cyclical resets. The evidence is on the ground. Now, there is a guy out there, a professor, okay, or a doctor, years ago, who basically argued with the current overstanding of geology, and he recognized what we recognize on Flat Earth British think tank is cataclysms shaped this plane. So when you get all big boulders across your landscape, it's not thumping great glacier that ripped through the place after the Ice Age. Okay, it's a catastrophic event that's happened, like as in a flood, as in Noah's flood, which this doctor will be looking into, recognized, Dr. Brent's, recognized as Noah's flood. So there is evidence on the ground, and it is a fantastic sight to behold, is the Scablands. They are barren wastelands of mud-floodedness, what looks like a shattered civilization, and more, much more. So we're going to look into that. There's going to be curio, images of the day, and basically a fuck ton of mind blow. But I guess the overwhelming theme of it all, okay, will be reset, cataclysm. And I am the master of disaster, okay? And geology, ridiculing and covering up anything outside of their say-so, okay? So cataclysm, which is the obvious, okay? The terrifying truth of it all is the obvious. The evidence is for thine eyes. Just got to fucking look. Can you imagine, you know, when post-reset, when you got people from the 1700s, say, turning up at the, say, pyramids, they must have been thinking, oh shit, do you think somebody's been here before us? No shit. What is it? Who the fuck's building this stuff? Can you imagine what they were thinking? You know, and this has been the case all through resets, guys. You know, after the resets, the survivors, the arrivals, whatever. But the evidence is on the ground that there was always somebody here before us, which was far more advanced. In my Brian, the controllers are all-encompassing, have all the technology you could ever possibly imagine, dribble it out on this farmyard a little bit at a time for the cattle, who are really weirdly going for the kill, just like waiting one at a time in a line for a bolt gun. Do you find that weird and suspicious? I do. Anyway, peace and love to you all. 400 odd of you turning up. Now, I'm going to give you all a few shouts. There's been stacks happening on Flatearthbritish. The week was lost to me. I've been puppy whipped. My friend got a puppy, and basically, so this week, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about people. I've learned that all the bullshittery of pandemics, etc., doesn't even exist if you've got a cute little puppy. Okay? No, it's a fact that you can heal people or cure people using puppy power. Okay, in the trenches of the First World War, I will show you evidence of in this vlog. Okay, they used to give soldiers who had their heads blown off and stuff in the trenches little puppies to hold so that they could be cuted out and think, well, it's not all that bad life, is it? There's cute little puppies. See, it's genius. You know, all WARs, don't say that word in my chat. I did say about that earlier. It's a terrible connotation to the WAR word. I think it's a magic spell. I will show you an instance in this vlog later on, okay, of the unspeakable things that man will do under the guise of war. And it occurred to me, I thought to myself, well, what would ever possess a man? Well, there's the key, isn't it? Possess a man to do what I'm going to show you later, this terrible, terrible crime against another human being. And it occurred to me that in a time of war, maybe they use it as an excuse, the war. Is it that everyone is just narcissistic? In this case, in war, they're brainwashed and it is easy for them to kill and maim other people? Or is it the word WAR that creates some sort of bonsai, you know? Magic spell which possesses the minds of men, because the unspeakable things that happen in war are, I think, without question, wouldn't you? There's enough evidence that this shit goes down, and I've got enough existing relatives still alive that I can tell you that it was not a pretty show, and that humanity does terrible fucking things to one another when ordered, just like the experiments of the Monroe Institute. Have you seen that? When people will quite happily electrocute one another and give one another pain, even if they're told the person could have an heart attack and actually die, you know. Oh, well, but you just told me to electrocute them, so I thought it'd be best to. So even under orders, these motherfuckers will kill another human being. Okay, you have to work out the psychology now that they've been jabbed and they're all in a special little club together, guys. They like to discuss which jab they're having next. They all got something in common with one another. And they're all acting like Stepford wives and husbands, and it is definitely, to what I can see, invasion of the body snatchers. Okay, guys, it really does feel like it. It looks like it. They act weird as fuckness, unless you've got a puppy with you. Okay. Maybe there's something with that. Everyone went for a puppy as soon as there was lockdown. Just saying, yo. So, question is, okay, I'd like to ask this lady who's Jazz Soldier, who scored an epic dog this week, okay? Oh, I said the word. I'm not going to say that word anymore. I'm going to get that out of my life, like that color of a fruit, like William of... Yeah, don't say that anymore. So, have you got the dog's name? If not, we can have an epic girl dog vote later and find out a name for a dog. Because we've tried Bonnie and everything under the sun, you wouldn't believe. Flo. So, yeah, before we get underway, as you can see, Martin is full of happy love vibes and does not give a fuck about things. Okay, I'm a master at this, as you can see. Okay, I've come here to make you all happy. We're going to have a little giggle later. Now, just a warning to you people with, oh, my poor fragile little Brian. Okay, grow a pair. This is a grown-up show. Okay, for men, real men, and real women. Yeah, warriors together. Okay, I said that word, but I kind of, there's no other word. Elders of the tribe, guiding you youngers of the tribe of how to do it all later on when you're going to need to. Okay? Don't take anything for granted in this place, guys. It can change in an instant. You all know it. You just witnessed it. And they're not done. How the fuck are they done? Got everyone by the short and curlies. No, haven't they? They're coming after everyone, one way or another, aren't they? Don't run to the hills. Okay, that's a big on their agenda at the moment. Elders are trees. Yeah, that's true. Elders are trees. Didn't think of that. So any nameage. So anyway, let's give you all a few shouts. Get a few people gathered. 600 of you. Now I'm live on the Celtic Tatarian channel. So much love to you guys. I'll try and get back and forth the chat feed on and off. Okay, guys, because I've got two chats and you guys over on Facebook. Magic platforms to you. Do you feel all magical? Yeah? Do you feel all magical? Do you got that like fuzzy feeling in your belly just yet? You will later. So get your happy hat, okay? Get your not really giving a fuckness attitude, okay? Because it is best, I can promise you, it is best course of action, okay? Now, even myself, like, I'm actually getting really good at it, guys. Even when, like, that, you know, things are a total mess, personally, okay? I will think to myself, yeah, well, what the fuck ever, innit? I do. Look at this shit. What are they all scared of any fucking way? Death. I don't even know what it is. It drives me fucking nuts. So, Janine, good to see you. Jerry, like, good to see you. Edina Kazi, good to see you. Whatever that said. B-E. Frankie, good to see you. Pup warriors, hail the pup. Yay. Just drop puppy bombs on enemies. So when they're all in the trenches with their howitzers, yeah, just parachute little puppies in and they'll just go, ah, and they will just leave their weapons and everyone will be puppied out. No more wars. Yeah, this is a fucking cunning plan, guys. Yeah, take this seriously. Just think about it. Just think about it anyway. Anyway, King Snoogle, Gearson, son of Viking. Society here, what's the matter? See Coop, lovely. Let's check you out. Well, much love to Jenny and her son as well. Much love to you both. And see, our lizard can't stand him. Ooh, me, Vertic. Squirrel Sniperage, much love. Love your dog, by the way, Squirrel Sniperage. Yeah, we were all sharing little dog snaps. Yeah, because I'm partially in the dog club now. Like, I'm not a dog owner or anything like it, but I know about dogs. Yeah, I spent like a little bit of time with a dog now. I know all about them. They're cute, fluffy. It's wicked. Hippie Shake, she's wicked. She's cute and fluffy. Good to see you, Teresa. Artie. I don't give a fuckness to the fuckery. Artie, we know this. You're a true legend. Mel Soldier, who hasn't sort of stated whether Cute Doggage has a name yet. I don't give a fucko. Oh, fuck also. Good, Paul. Good to hear it, my friend. Tell you what, you belong in this gang. This is epic. Yeah? Can you just feel the epicness? Angela Baby, Gary, who felt him. Eddie Kayati, Angela Baby Carson. Ah, baby Jesus. Andrea. Yeah, if I do go like a bit weird or anything during the blog, don't take any notice, guys. It just happens. You know, some days I'm just, you know, extra not give a fuck. So you're lucky. Manny Silver, thanks for your emails, everything. Nathan, much love to you, my brother. On a plane, good to see you, my friendy, lovely. Reality Quest, Indiana. I don't know if you're saying you're Indiana. Kim, who's the bad? That's terrible. Oh, is that bad things? Oh, well, we will love that over with a big squelching of juiceness, loveness, and not give a fuckness. Does that sound like a good plan to you guys? You in? You in? Okay. See me, I'm like a portable party. I take you wherever I go. Yeah. More than 3 people. And I'm like tempted is, oh, there might be a party happening. Bex, good to see you. Coop, I love your happy vibe, Martin. It's not giving a fuck vibe, it is, see, Coop, lovely. Yeah, I'm a master at it, I've been here a while. Oh, master at this game. Feeling better naturally. Oh, good, glad to hear it. Yeah, do that. We're on into natural things in this environment. Okay, considering everything that's going to happen. So I guess in the overwhelming theme of this will be waterfalls. Yeah, waterfalls. See that thing behind me? Yeah, I don't know if that's it. But this place had the biggest waterfall on Earth. And what I can see, Noah's flood was very possibly happened here. I'm going to look into Scablands, okay, in a moment. But do hang around to the end because images of the day are going to fucking rock. We got some curio. We got some stuff. There's loads happening. Next week, you can catch me live over on Russian Vids. Okay, I'll be live over on there Friday on Russian Vids' show, where I'm going to go there and I'm going to take mud floodage and Tatarianage over to Russian Vids channel and turn them on, yo. Okay, get them all funky with the mudage, with the mudluge, because that's where it's at, and everybody is getting to know this right now. So that's where it is actually at, isn't it? Over in the mudage. Yeah, no shit. Join the party. Like, sub, and shareage. Thanks for that, Melage. Yeah, like, sub, and shareage. Okay, so nice. 700 odd of you watching. All right, it's enough for you to get into the juice now. That's my intro. Never ranted or anything. Okay. Like, yeah, warning. If you've got a fragile Brian, or you may be of some strange, say, religious denomination or anything, like the 26-day evangelists or something like that, then this is probably not the vlog for you. There will be no judge, okay? There will be no too serious sexual innuendos. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I should have just checked through, make sure there was nothing too bad. But if there is, just go with it. Okay, I apologize in advance. Okay, it's always best to ask for apology and permission, I find. Okay, in things. So here we go. We're going to share screen. Okay, Scablands, which is like the Badlands. Okay, if you ever been here, just think Mad Max. Yeah, I'm all dressed for it, as you can see, to get you all in the mood. I would put my shades on, but watch, because my eyes are to fuck. Watch what happens. Yeah. Oh, that's all right. I thought I went all square eyes. No, that'll do. All right. Now, because of my eyes being, a little bit worse for wear, I might not be able to read as well as as well as I should. But let's just get to the funny stuff anyway. There's fantastic stuff in this, okay? I'm going to take you on a learning curve. Excuse the phrase. There isn't one. But we can all learn a lot together here, okay? And enjoy it along the way, okay? And I'm sure there's stacks in this vlog you never knew before, okay? So that's what I love about this, is we all learn together. I find it out. You guys share in the think tank. We all learn together, yeah? So the best... If this was school, yeah, when they had jugs in school, well, it did, but I mean in class, it would have been fantastic, and I would have gone, wouldn't have you? You probably didn't Mitch like me. Don't worry about it anyway. Anyway, I got photographic evidence I found of me in an old, really, really old photograph later on. Do you want to see that? Yeah, in a riot. Want to see it? Stick around. Flatearthbritish in a riot years ago. Anyway, share screen. Enjoy Flatearthbritishness. Flatterday night. Yeah, I know, it's a special kind of magic, isn't it? But only better. Oh, I don't know why I've been giggling to my stupidness all day. I don't know what's the matter with me. So anyway, look at this place, okay? It looks to me like there's little bits of antiquity around the place, but this place was smashed by waves or a tsunami. The highest tsunami, even in the official record, like, you know, miles high in the official record, smashing this place beyond belief, all the way through Oregon, all the way down to the Pacific Ocean. But you know, these strange geological formations and the siltage that's fallen off of them, you know. So this professor, or excuse me, this doctor, I don't want to call him a professor, studied this antiquity. He was a renowned geologist, okay, so he was credible in his field. But he argued with the current paradigm, what they said. And he said, no, I think this is like the site of Noah's flood. I think the evidence is clear on the ground. These giant boulders, the trees, which they're trying to say of what you're telling me these trees are like 14,000 years old after some supposed ice age event. So here is Washington State, okay? And Oregon is just down below Columbia River, Snake River, and it's this entire vast region of serious fucked upness. Okay, guys, we'll take a little look at it in a minute. So this is, I guess, on Google, and it looks like some sort of serious mud floodage going on there, and all of the tributaries leading off of it. You know, it's just it does like the official narrative. They say it's a series of floods in ancient antiquity. This guy says it is Noah's flood, and the evidence, like the trees, which I'll show you that this thing was relatively recent. Okay, and as we suggest on Flatearthbritish, Noah's flood was in the recent past and not in far off antiquity, somewhere maybe around 1300. So these boulders, if that's what it is, or a little bit of something left, a bit of wood maybe, sort of strewn all over this area, and they are all over the plain anyway, these stones. In Britain, they say that they burnt them and cracked them in the 1700 to regain farmland, but they are on tops of mountains and stuff, and their current idea is glaciation. But that doesn't explain why there's big rocks on tops of mountains in Wales, which that I have witnessed. So first thing, it looks like a mining operation, but I think there's more going on with these because of these, you know, these right angles, straight edges, and it's got slightly cylindrical, but you always get, you know, I live by a local quarry, 2 brickworks, and it is exactly identical to this. And you get these exact same bits of stone or clay or what have you. You used to be able to jump off and land in this. It was soft, these deposits. It looks a little bit miney, but also alternatively, if a couple of miles high wave rushed over, smashed the civilization that was there originally and swept down here, it would also leave deposits like so, I would think. And these basalt columns were exposed. Giant basalt columns. There's arguments whether these are vascular systems for giant trees or what they say volcanic tubings, but they were exposed by this terrible eventage, the biggest, or one of the biggest geological events in American history. I don't know if they taught you about this in school. Look at that, it's a face and horns. Well, it might be just me. So here we go, modern day. You can see this mud, which is indeed what it is, seeping its way still into the Pacific Ocean. Now, they had a waterfall, Dry Falls, there it is at this site. And it was apparently 5 times wider and a fuckload bigger, and the biggest waterfall on Earth in the supposed recent past. There's little bits of it still existing. Also, sort of screams a cataclysm and a flood. And Army always grabbed the best shots of Dry Falls. So yeah, this site here is apparently the biggest waterfall on Earth. They say, I'll give you these schematics for how big we're talking. So there it is, both from the Columbia River side. You got these mud flats here, striations look like electrical discharge points, but not this side so much. This is an after slap, which gives you these striations blush out, which it would, And it would also give you 2 depressions, which you got there. That's interesting. So there could have been some plasma going on with this flooding as well. So yeah, let's have a little look at some of the evidence. So 12,000, 14,000 years ago, apparently this little island was carved out by an immense flood, or a series of immense floods in the official narrative, which if you argue with and say, no man, this was a recent flood and Noah, you're kicked out of your field of geology. Do not speaketh against our religioneth. And they all do it. The astrophysicists are the same, and you know, fucking quantum mechanics and all their fields of bullshit, fucking subatomic particles. Yeah. Oh, we got the Higgs boson now. We've completed our model. Everything's sorted. Oh, bring in a crying old age pensioner. Apparently did something one time. Not. So here they are. So yeah, okay. So they had a series of floods 14,000 years ago, and they left trees all that time. Well, this guy Bentz says, no, these are recent. I don't know if you've done a dendrochronological examination, but he says, no, these are recent trees, and these floods were recent, and this place is subject to cataclysm, is what he said. Just like Emanuel Velosovsky and countless other academics in the field. So anyway, it's called the channeled Scablands, and it is vast. Okay, and they say it was scored by more than 40 cataclysmic floods during the last glacial minimum, which is, in my Brian, absolute bullshit, and another one of their cover stories for the terrifying truth of this place, which is obvious if you've got eyes, just like the flat earth. Just look instead of what you're told. Okay. The last of the cataclysmic floods occurred between 18,000 years ago. Okay, but there's still trees there from 18,000 years ago. Whatever. So this geologist, J. Harlen Bretz, defined Scablands as a series of paper written in the 1920s of the lowlands, diversified by the multiplicity of irregular channels and rock basins eroded into basalt. Floodwaters eroded the loess cover and created large anatomizing channels that exposed bare basalt, like we just seen that photograph, and created butt and basin topography. Okay, so he said that basically there was more going on in this theory. Bretz concluded the research published in his papers in the 20s describing the channels of Scablands. His theories of how they were formed required short but immense floods. Okay, short but immense floods. And he goes on to say that he thinks it's Noah's, but we're looking at in a further article. So yeah, these Badlands, let's have a little glimmer, a little glimpse at them. So yeah, it looks like Mad Max country. It looks like some part of Oz or something. It looks apocalyptic. Not too much grows there. It's just all scrub. Strange sort of masonry, straight edges, like civilization going on in the past. So anyway, this guy, he argued the toss, and apparently they said he was eccentric because he wore a hard hat until his death. So he was born in 1882 and he died in 1981 and wore a hard hat. So they said, oh, the guy was eccentric, so he didn't know shit. Okay, apparently. So American geologist, best known for his research, led to the acceptance of the Missoula floods and works of cave-ins, which is a different field by there. And the Spokane floods, which includes that. I know I pronounced that wrong. I'm not an American, okay? And somebody wrote it all down of how it's pronounced, but I always get it wrong. So don't worry too much about that. So anyway, let's just move on a bit. Anyway, so Brent's views were initially discredited. However, the nature of the Ice Age was better understood. Brett's original research was vindicated in the 1950s. His conclusions were also vindicated. So a little bit of recognition maybe later on for his ideas of a cataclysmic events in this, which he attributed to Noah's flood. So yeah, they ousted him, they ridiculed him, he went through years of shit, just like Emanuel Velosovsky. He said exactly the same, but he was thinking more in, planetary terms, maybe not though. So yeah, it was a massive event anyway. Okay, guys, and it created this vast landscape and the biggest falls on Earth. I thought this was fascinating. So what sort of size are we looking at? So the catastrophic flood in channel water at 65 miles per hour through the upper Grand Coulee and over 400 feet rock face at the end. The last glaciation, not. Anyway, so it was estimated the falls were 5 times the width of Niagara and 10 times the flow of current rivers of all the world combined. We're talking about the biggest rivers. We're talking about the biggest waterfalls the world has ever seen in Washington State. And the evidence is on the ground in this site of Scablands or Scablands. An unfortunate name, but you can see it because it looks a bit scabby. So where's Dry Cup Falls located? Around by here, I guess. So anyway, so he took him on. I guess he got a little bit later on, a little bit of recognition according to the 1950s article. But there it is. It looks like inundated squashness. I said that wrong. Covered in mud. And it's this entire area, which looks circular, looks lower. Right in the water. We've seen this now. I've got maps, and I've shown maps 1,000 times because of Mappy Martin, but I've shown maps of a giant waterland lake in Oregon, and it is on the exact site of this. So the water of Noah's flood was still hanging around in the 1700s in this area, which I've shown even earlier. Okay, and some strange craterage there at Dry Falls. They keep giving you these long periods of time. It must have been fantastic in its heyday. 198 feet high, that one. It's a lovely lagoon. And there is geographically not too far from Electric City. There's an interesting name. Soap Lake. And Odessa. Got a Russian name going on there. Interesting. Just on the edge of a reserve there as well. So anyway, if you didn't know, okay, this has been an ongoing dispute from geology, and that guy took them on. So I was thinking about waterfalls. So they were that giant waterfall, just a little segue into another subject. I was thinking about waterfalls, and I was thinking about the weird, stupid shit of jumping over Niagara Falls in a barrel. So I thought, oh, hang on a minute. If this place is prone to floods, the architecture definitely shows, the older buildings have flood proofing in mind and be able to get off boat onto higher levels, as I have shown. Is it the case that these Victorian whatever people were training themselves to survive a tsunami in a barrel? No, wait, maybe not as silly as you think, because apparently there was a load of people taking unnecessary risks, okay, to jump over the Niagara Falls, like this silly lady here, okay, get in a barrel, jump over, like, what is one of the biggest falls next to Victoria Falls on Earth, no worries, okay, him in a capsule. Think about it. It went on a little bit later as well. As you can see, there's some attempts there. Master hero of Niagara. So is that what they were doing? Is that what they were doing in Victorian times or whatever? Is practicing over Niagara Falls for when the waves come, because they know this place gets fucked up. Okay? And there's going to be a rain. There's going to be a crack. There's going to be a flash, which is going to blind in an event. So I'm wondering about that. Now let's just have a think about what I just talked about and the social engineers, the Tavistock Institute. Now here's a groovy song. And thinking about resets, what I just showed you, that there's possibly Noah's flood went down in Scablands, and they've just covered it up. And we have just sort of discovered this already, haven't we, on Flatearthbritish? Well, bit of Brian Ferry, Roxy music, hard rain gonna fall. creeps me out now knowing what I know about reset, arrivals, the Phoenicians, the Tartarians, and the whole paradigm. Oh, where have you been, my blue-eyed son? Where have you been, my darling young one? Whatever does he mean by that? I stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains, and I've walked, crawled on 6 crooked highways, stepped in the middle of 7 sad forests, been out in front of a dozen dead oceans. I've been 10,000 miles in the mouth of a graveyard. It's a hard rain gonna fall. Oh, what did you see, my blue-eyed son? What did you see, my darling young one? I saw a newborn baby with wild wolves around it. I saw a highway of diamonds with nobody on it. I saw a black branch with blood that kept dripping. I saw a room full of men with hammers a-bleeding. A white ladder all covered with water. I saw 10,000 talkers whose tongues were all broken. I saw guns and sharp swords in the hands of young children. And it's a hard rain gonna fall. Gets creepier. What did you hear, my blue-eyed son? What did you hear, my darling young one? I heard the sound of thunder that roared out a warning. I heard the roar of the wave that could drown the whole world. I heard 100 drummers whose hands were ablazing. I heard 10,000 whispering and nobody listening. I heard persons strive, many people laughing. Heard the song of a poet who died in the gutter. Heard the sound of a clown who died in the alley. It's going to be a hard rain that's going to fall. Oh, this is such a happy song. Oh, where did you meet, my blue-eyed son? Who did you meet, my darling young one? I met a young child beside a dead pony. I met a white man who walked a black dog. I met a young girl whose body was burning. A young girl who gave me a rainbow. I met one man who was wounded in love, another man who was wounded with hatred. Ooh. It's going to be a hard fall. It's going to rain. Oh, what will you do now, my blue-eyed son? What will you do now, my darling young one? I'm going to back out, for the rain starts falling. Walk in its depths of the deepest black forest. Oh, shit. Where people are many and their hands are all empty. Where pellets of poison are flooding the waters. Where the homes of the valley meets the damp, dirty prison. Where the executioner's face is always well hidden. Where the hunger is ugly. Where souls are forgotten. And the black is the colour and none is the number. And I'll tell it, and I think it, and I'll speak it, and I'll breathe it, and reflect it from the mountains so all souls can see it. And then I'll stand in the ocean until I start sinking, and I'll know my song well before I start singing. It's going to be a hard rain that's going to fall. So that song there, guys, and dozens of others is given to us by the Tavistock Institute. It resonates so fucking hard, then why is that not going to be a thing? In my Brian, there's going to be an event. So here's Niagara Falls, Damned. Now what we're going to look at now, guys, and I'm going to come back for a little while. I don't know many of you watching. I do welcome you all to Flat Earth British. About 800 odd of you in Matt Liga channel there. Thank you, guys. And I don't know many in the Italian channel. Flat thumbs to all. Much love on a Flatterday night. We're going to have a scream later, guys. Have you got tissues? You're going to need them because we're going to have a little giggle. Okay? Flat Earth British style. Won't be naughty. It'll be fine. Okay? Now, they damned the Erie River. And I don't know if it was anything to do with the Erie Canal or the power station, Tesla's power station, but it was dammed. And this is what it looks like, Niagara Falls without any water flowing over it. Well, a little bit, but you're left with all this rock and shale and these little bits of stone on these cliff faces, which is exactly what we were seeing in the landscape of the Scablands. So you can see the similarities. So yeah, definitely what looks like water damage, definitely a bit of plasma maybe, but I would say the Scablands are definite good evidence for the reset system, which is obvious by now because the evidence is on the ground and all you got to do is look for yourself. Get off your chair, go look for yourself. You'll know. Once it hits you, you'll fucking know all about it, let me tell you. So this moved me, and I'll tell you the score here. This girl in the narrative, I didn't want to read it out because it was a bit and upsetting. But it occurred to me what possesses men. So the score here is she is a Japanese urban guerrilla, and she fought the Imperial Japanese Empire, which is not a thing you do in the Japanese Empire. So she was fought off very, very badly indeed. Now, if you notice all these guys pissing themselves laughing and looking at her, it says in the official narrative that she was repeatedly gang raped whilst she was a prisoner. And it looks like her last act of defiance before, in 10 minutes after this photograph, they bayonet her to death, these men. Not shoot her, they bayonet her to death. The last act of defiance from this lady is a fuck you. Yeah. Well, I see something deeper, obviously. I guess we all do. But it's a little last act of defiance. Okay. I can promise you guys she's not laughing with them. Motherfuckers. And what made that word, W-A-R, made men rewire in such a way that they would think that way and do such a thing and laugh about it at the end. Just saying. This is fucked. How fucked people can become with this parasite. These demons. Yeah. And with the spells, that like I reckon there is activation words, you know, like with the Manchurian Candidate, activation words. I am literally positive of it. Maybe something got said in the Queen's speech that triggered them. You've ever seen this film Videodrome with Debbie Harry and the guy on Naked Lunch, and the guy just went flat Earth, James Woods. Fantastic fucking film. And it's literally there's a keyword on the television that activates everybody, and then they all go out, basically turn into homicidal maniacs and started murdering one another. Yeah, in this film, another, you know, predictive programming sort of thing as well going on with it. So yeah, anyway, this is Hong Kong, 1962. This is Hong Kong in the present day. Now, where the fuck did everything turn up from? How is it the whole world turns up in the last 100 fucking years? Does anybody bother thinking about that? Like there was nothing ever going on before in the history of anything ever. It's just a dozy thought to me, guys. Yeah, we had only been here like, you know, X amount of time in this reset system. We don't know how the fuck this thing been playing out, but I got sneaking suspicion it's been a long while. Yeah. So these are all Time Life magazine real life images of historical events. What we're witnessing here is the state of the countryside just east of Saigon in Vietnam, created by American B-52 bombers. Yeah, against people in villages, women and children and families in like sort of like, you know, wicker huts and stuff. Not hurting no fucking body, minding their own affairs, and that's what they get for it. There's something infinitely fucking wrong with this place, guys, don't you think? See, all that can be stopped. So here's Jesse, just won, smashed the world record at the, I think it was 1932, wasn't it? Well, anyway, just before the war. Olympic Games, 1936, Olympic Games. Paparazzi snapping him up. So the narrative in the newspapers was, oh, Adolf Hitler got his hair off and was really rude. He said, no, man, Hitler was fucking wicked. He said the only rudeness I got was when I got back to the United States as the norm. Yeah. So that was fantastic. Him winning at the Olympic Games in Berlinage. And Hitler never got his hair off. Just saying. So here's a bicycle in the 1950s. I think I prefer a chopper. I don't know if you had choppers in America, but they're like Harley Davidsons, the kids' bikes. Would you like that one? I'm not sure I like it. I don't know. Any bicycle enthusiasts in the crowd, guys? What you think? What you think? Still waiting to know if there's a dog's name, by the way. Somebody. See Stalin, yeah? Stalin's fucking epic. I'm only joking. Obviously, there's Beria beside him clapping, who's a paedophile, so I don't think he rocks that hard if he got a paedophile gimp hanging around with him. The guy needs a bit of a slap, doesn't he? And he's a bank robber and pimp and everything else in his past, so yeah, he's a bit dodgy. But anyway, this is in one of the auditoriums, and he jokingly goes to shoot one of the audience. I bet the guy in the chair or the woman in the chair didn't think it was funny when they hit the fucking floor. Yeah, but it's good to see Joseph had a sense of humor. Quaint. So they didn't unearth the Sphinx till around 1850s, a little bit earlier. They found it and then they start excavating it. Still in sand in 1856, I think this image is. And a Cheops stone, which apparently designates that the pyramid was the tomb of Cheops. This, whatever it is, from another civilization, has nothing to do, I would say, with the pyramids. It's probably a more recent arrival. The thing looks fucked, yeah, by water. And in the official, sort of shill crew, so that would be like Hancock, which rhymes with hand in cock, by the way, just saying. He would say that all of this was eroded by water, but he goes with the ice age thing, because they all do, because they got to, because they're not allowed to say about cataclysmic theory, because it would fucking humanity finds out what we're in, it's game over, which you already have, because can't put the cork back in the bottle. We've all had big gulps each. So let's check out Roman flip-flops. Now, why am I showing you Roman flip-flops or sandals is this reason, okay? These are from Cumbria in England. They were found in the north of England, right? So where is fucking freezing? So pray tell, why are they wearing moccasins and open toes? So I suggest that when the Phoenicians were here, it was a damn sight warmer. Apparently they brought bracken. What's the bracken do? Fuck all. They brought grapes, which don't really grow that well in Britain now, but they do in the South Counties, but they grew all over Britain. We were their wine growing crop place, yo. Yeah, Wine Crop 1. Wine Crop 1. That was our name of our country. So interesting. Right. This is something that I've been thinking about a bit, because I've encountered a bit of dog breeding stuff talk this week. It's quite intriguing. So apparently, yeah, so this is a beautiful thoroughbred dog, which is basically hasn't been cross-pollinated or basically hybridized or cross-cut with any other dog. Okay, so guess what? It's got an actual dog's skull in proportion. Now, let's have a look at crossbreeding to make a pug. Okay? Ugh. So first thing is, he looks like he's took a fuck ton of acid. Yeah, his eyes are literally bugging out of his head. It's scary. But not only that, look at his skull. Now, you telling me little Puggage is having the time of his life? Any news on a dog name? I'm waiting. Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, it's fucking disgusting, isn't it? And the other thing everybody wants now, they're so cute. I'm sorry, they're not. They're mutt fucking ugly. If I woke up in the morning and I was stood on my chest staring at me and dribbling all over me, yeah, I could probably die of a heart attack. Well, I'm just saying. Could. These were found in ancient Mesopotamia in the 1930s, and what they are is clay terracotta tubes, or like you get with scaffolding tubes for waste, one folding into the other for what is an ancient water system, not irrigation, for the city system in Mesopotamia, and they had to excavate even if they ever did the rest. Interesting to know that they had all of this water stuff in the walls in what is supposed to be like far of antiquity, whatever stuff. These are interesting. I did a little bit of research on these. I thought they were so cool. So the first thing you notice is they live in teepees. Yeah, wigwams, as I call them. I had a wigwam in my tent in my room, and I stayed in a wigwam overnight in a little festival once as well. I had a fantastic time. Anyway, let me get this right. Ugaric. These are the Finno-Ugaric. They live in Lapland, so in Finland, Norway, northern Finland, northern Norway, all the way up through Russia into the Murmansk region. I can't help notice that this lady has Scottish tartan on, for a start off, in what is supposed to be Lapland. Yeah, Scottish tartan, just saying. Do they not wash their face? I'm just saying, not a big thing on hygiene or anything. So anyway, they live in teepees like North American Indians. They look like they've got Scottish kit on or Irish stuff. Any other clues? I don't know, but they are interesting. I quite like them. They're good, but they don't look like North American Indians. Anyway, as with like in the 1970s, for you younger viewers, if you wanted to record music, you had to listen to the top 40 with a little recorder, recording the tracks and making sure you cut out the shit bits in between with like Jimmy Savile and stuff. Okay, this guy, yeah, he's standing like that in a power pose because he's got the fucking tech. Yeah, he's recording a rock concert in Poland. Yeah, in the 1970s. He's like, yeah, I can pick up all this concert. He'd probably pirate that. It'd be all over the streets of Gdansk in no time at all. Nailed it. He's doing a little version. So yeah, young people, if you don't know, this is how it was all done back in the day. Fantastic as well. It was all analog. Yeah, you put that through your system, you know all about it. Anyway, that's a chain of the Titanic. I think if I would have worked on a Titanic, many people would have been killed. Only accidentally. I've never killed anyone on purpose. But this chain, if you swing that and hit him, it would just knock him clean off his feet. So that's apparently the chain, they say, of the Titanic. You, boy, you need to get up and work harder. Sitting there slacking like that. Hit him with your stick. Maybe that's what it's for. Is that a gun? No, it's a gun. Oh, brilliant. You're shooting them to work on the Titanic. It's a bit like when they built the London Olympic Games. Yeah, they were cold prodding and threatening people to work on their stadium. So this is a Dillinger, the one used for apparently blowing out the Brian of Honest Abe, Abraham Lincoln, who lingered moaning and whinging for the day after until he eventually popped his clogs. So, yeah, why did Booth, we know it's not Booth, we're just playing a game. Why did Booth, okay, shoot him in the head in the day of the Colt Automatic? Did he not watch A Fistful of Dynamite? Yeah, when Clint Eastwood goes into an old shop, fixes up that barrel. That's a nice barrel with a nice little trigger and the bit that has bullets in it, the barrel. Yeah, fix it all up. Has a listen by his ear. Yeah, that's a sweet little gun. Yeah, or like a Magnum. Yeah, strongest handgun in the world. Could blow your head clean off. Do you feel lucky, punk? Yeah. Why didn't he do that? See, if I was like Booth, as we know, that's made up, I'm just saying, if I was Booth, I wouldn't use a epoxy little pea shooter, although he's smuggling it in and they're supposed to have security. It is the president. But apparently, like Lincoln's wife, Mary, she had eyes like a shithouse bat and was psychic. She'd know if someone was coming up behind her with a fucking gun to stick it in her. She did have a dream. He had a dream. He had a dream he was walking through the White House dead. Guess what? Fucking nailed it. So, Mount St. Helens lost its top. It all fell away and blew up and everything. So these mountains, they may not all be mountains. They might be volcanoes. And guess what? They could explode. Apparently, there was a mini Grand Canyon ripped open in a minute or two flat in this place, which is like as deep as a Grand Canyon, which proves to me, being this is a current event, we could actually study that the Grand Canyon could have happened in an instant. So I don't know the narrative. This is just a cut in through, like a little cut from an old Charlie Chaplin, CC 33. We'll see later. Total twat. Okay, but he's like, she's got like a cheeky little smile. I'm not sure if that would be his wife. That's his mother, surely. Oh, I don't know, but he's having a little gander. You know that. So this guy, I can't remember his name. Rufus, something like that. He looks like a Rufus. Look at him in proportion with our woman there. Yeah? Do you remember him? Yeah, I sort of vaguely remember him. So this is in the 70s. He broke his leg because he's too big and he can't hold the weight. But look at his head to that. You could make 4 nurse heads out of his one big head, can you? Yeah. So yeah, he's a giant, by the way. We've got curly hair. Oh, these are fantastic. I want to hear a whoop, whoop, whoop. Big throw, big throw, big throw. I want to hear a whoop, whoop, whoop for these. These are fantastic. These ones, the Olympic Games in 1982. These are the Lithuanian basketball team. Unfortunately, they didn't have a uniform because they were really, really poor because they were Lithuanian at the time. The Berlin Wall had just fallen and they hadn't got too much hackers going on because all of the gangsters had fuck off with the money. Anyway, the Grateful Dead, you know, yeah, the Grateful Dead did a little whip round or a crowdfunding and got the Lithuanian team in the Olympics a load of shirts, and they won. They killed it. No, they never. They got bronze. But anyway, they look really trippy. It's worth going to the Olympics, not just to see the Lithuanian team. But I am Estonian and they are my neighbours, so we're almost cousins in a way. Yeah. What great things I see, says Howard. But it's all bullshit, isn't it? Because let's have a look. What, he's got an Anubis on a fucking pole vault board, yeah? And what? Tins of HP sauce? Really taking the piss, guys, out of you, yeah? Oh, what great wonders I see, yeah? They just got the biggest shit out of the basement of the fucking Cairo Museum, stuck him in there with Mr. Skanksville of the day, who's like Hawis of the day, okay? Piles up a load of HP sauce, hoping no one's going to notice, yeah? But Flatearthbritish is on it, isn't it? A pole vault board and an Anubis, yeah? Oh, what great things Tutankhamun has. If I was a fucking pharaoh and I was taking all of that, is that brown sauce? Yeah. Oh, no tomato sauce. That sounds like hell, not the afterlife. So be like water, my friends. Yeah. So first, Yakuza, get rid of Lee, never pay his bill. Yeah. Yeah. You 125,000, Bruce, for that first film role gave me. You been slipping us? No, I'm going to pay you. You pay it now. We chop off your wheelie. Okay. So this is Brandon, who eventually becomes a crow and gets shot accidentally in the film of the making of the crow. But luckily, the film's already completed before he has the time, before he gets shot. So, like, the film gets released. So, got big heads, haven't he? Oh, no, it's his hand. Don't worry. So, yeah, he's training Brandon. I bet Brandon was a kung fu motherfucker. See him? He got trained by Ip Man, innit? And Ip Man, right, he had a couple more he trained. And he knew this special thing going on, which made him all special. And he only showed 1 or 2 people in his life these little secrets of his special kung fu-ness. Yeah, be like water, my friends. That was a secret. Yeah, simple. Here's a 1502 map of an Italian city by Leonardo da Vinci from miles above, or maybe a mile, I don't know, 1,000 foot above. Anyway, it's an overhead view. How did he envision this in his brain? How did he get so high up in 1502 to be able to do a street plan in his brain? And no, you can't do that from walking around the streets. That would be really, really difficult. This is an actual overhead plan, but it's from 1502, which poses a question. What's he doing up there? It's a groovy star thought, by the way. A really early one for 1502. Also, I can't say the name of the Italian city. It would be unreasonable for me to attempt to pronounce it. But it sounds like Giuliano, something like that. Okay. So a few, oh, fuck me, that was nice. A few of Terracotta's army still had the paint job on. So what is it with the Chin guy, right? Is he just like, I'll build an entire army, reanimate him later so we can take over the world again? Because they all got like individual faces and all little weapons going on and chariots and shit. Or is it all a bullshit psyop? Well, I'll tell you one thing it was all buried in mud, deep, deep mud. We're into mud loot here, so I think that these people were all standing round, Yeah, they got turned into terracotta in a magic spell and then mud flooded in. No, I made that bit up. Don't scrap that. Don't take no notice. No, I don't know what's going on with the terracotta. It's very unusual. Open to question. I'm not going to go there. This is interesting. This was a conventional Russian village as photographed by an American spy on a train. So the train track's here, he goes past and he's like, get the camera out quick. And like he's going to get his gonads chopped off or sent to a gulag. He gets caught. It's in Russia. And what he finds is in a small Russian town, they got a gate and they got a guard watching who comes in and out. I bet they're trying to give him the slip all day long. Yeah. So essentially in Russia at this period, a small community would in fact be a prison. A bit like we got now, isn't it? You feel like, we're all here enjoying Flatearthbritish from our own homes, aren't we? Or our own little prison cells. Yes, I know. But, we're making the best of it, aren't we? We're going to have a fab time. Okay. 1850s, there was an earlier rebellion, an uprising in Paris, and this is one of the earliest photographs of such an event, not the Franco-Prussian War of 1871, earlier than that. And look, nice bit of chocolate. And they built barrages or blockades for apparently some sort of uprising in Paris. I'm intrigued I'm thinking this could have been for anything else like at the time. And where are all the people? Vanilla skies, no smoke, no action. In fact, just buildings, really. There may be one fella there, difficult to determine. No, not really. No, it could be a barrel. No one there. Everyone's gone. Post reset, I would say. This is an interesting little photograph. This was in Tennessee and a trial in Tennessee in the 1930s. I don't remember the gentleman's name because I chose not to. He was brought into court into Tennessee for preaching evolution. Yeah, you heard it here first. This guy, yeah, he was a lion snake. In Tennessee, they're like, fuck no, this is a creation, yo. It's flat. He's a twat. They pulled him up in court. He argued till the cows come home. Guess what? Look, he looks a sly bastard as well, doesn't he? Yeah. They all look the same. He could be Oppenheimer. They all got this eyes close together, big long nose, and just slyness going on. Yeah, I bet they all talk like that. What's with the dicky bow? Is this some secret code like Dicky Boyo? Is it? I think you'll find it might be, guys. Secret code. Especially if you've got a dicky bow that's battery operated, it goes round and round and round and round. It would be funny. Anyway, you say. I want to live on a bus. That would be brilliant. We could live like the double deckers, couldn't we? My friend David Mannell did once try it. He went to Portugal, but unfortunately he felt isolated and lonely out in the woods in a double decker bus. So we'd have to need a fuckload of people. Soon we're going to have to build communities, guys. I can't stay here with all these people that do my fucking head in. I'm just saying, we got to get it on. Let's not wait for the boat to pass when everyone's fucking dead. Let's make the best of it. Get up on higher ground and just weather it. Going to build bunkers? Be the damn technology. Been telling about it for 2 fucking years. Or we could get an old graveyard of planes. They'd be groovy to live on. That would be fantastic. Bonfire here. Fuck about on a tractor. I want to go with that. And I could live in a fuselage or a B-52 or, in this case, a flying fortress. I would sleep in the gun bit in the front and fantasize about shooting Messerschmitts. As all boys do. So I don't know the story here, but at some period in time, this bike went flying through the air. What happened to the small human being that was on the bike? I do not know. Probably because he had no brakes. Really cruel not putting brakes on a small human being's bicycle. He ended up in a tree, and the tree grew over eventually. Or maybe, just chucking it out there, we can establish this for real. Maybe the tree was riding a bike. Did you think of that? No, that's not a thing, is it? Okay, let's move on. So, I once had a experience as a small boy. I think my sister was there too, so she may be able to verify this if we ever talk again, but just out. That I went through a door in a tree, down a spiral staircase into an underground world of strange beings and fairy stuff and all that. Accepted because I was apparently like high up in the elf realm, because I'm apparently an elf being. Elf, yes. And apparently high up in it as well, like, you know, like the juice of elfness, apparently. So they were all suckling like they do, you know. Oh, the prophecy is fulfilled. He has turned up. You have to go back up. You got nobody is better at fucking this place up than you, Martin. You have to get back up there. Yeah, you could accidentally get everybody killed. You do know that, don't you? So this is interesting. I don't want to read it all. Right, but the Vastra warship sank at a occasion and his inaugural journey in Stockholm in 1628 after 333 years at the bottom of the sea. Are you sure this is not a lie? Let's have a look at this thing. Anyway, she's a bit of a monster, but I'll show you something in a minute which will blow your mind to do with monsters. Now, let's have a think about this, guys, okay? What the fuck is the thing with all these elites? Yeah, they all got like a special little thing going on, you know, have they? This dude here, yeah, is looking deep and knowing and secretly into the eyes of Biden, who is about to sniff his hair. Yeah, see this dead-eyed thing? Yeah, she's going to be the ruler of the world in a minute. Yeah, that's a wig, by the way. Yeah, she's got that fine jewelry on her. Yeah, anyway. She got nothing written on that paper. That fucker can't write. She's only seen a keyboard. So these pair of weirdy guns, okay, they got something secret going on. It's like, ooh, office table later. Yeah, see you there at tea time. Ooh, can't wait. Look going on, wouldn't you say? No wonder she's going to be prime minister. Cast it. So here's a little gay man. Oh, I know it's not. It's a 33. It is Charlie Chaplin, who's always hanging around with pedos as well. So I'm going to have to leave the old respect at the door. And here he is with Adolf Hitler, who is reborn again, brushed up, lost his German accent or his Austrian accent, got a lot taller and became Walt Disney, who was also, look at his lips. I bet they're always wet. He's like one of those Phoenician elites, you know, with the lip, like a pharaoh or one of those fucking Romans. Yeah, they always got the wet lip thing going on. I think that's something to do with their sexualness, sexual orientation. Not sure. This was groovy. 1991, right? Check this out. You get a buzz on this. I did. Yeah, for fantasticness. Okay, it is white man's music, by the way. Okay, but so I've been told. But this is the biggest concert in the history of concerts outside of the Rolling Stones on Copacabana Beach. This was it, yeah. This is in Moscow, yeah. What you got here is Metallica, yeah, AC/DC and Metallica, and 1.5 million Russian people who love heavy metal, by the way. Yeah, that must have been pretty fucking fab. I would have loved that. 1.5 million people. Gel. Anyway, see Leonardo DiCaprio. Well, he's probably a sex slave from early on. Check him out. How old is he there? 15. Who's this? Giving him all this nicey smiley thing going on. And he's responding, nicey smiley thing. Yeah? Fucking hell. Well, mind you, he is on a camera. Oh, hello, Leonardo. You're going to be really famous, aren't you? Yeah, I am. Yeah. You're not looking down, are you? No, eyes up. I must so in. I'm the little fairies around his head. I'd fall in love right now. Fuck yeah. So, dig this, guys. Did a little bit of research on this. Set me right off. This is a flag that was hanging on a ship in the Spanish Armada. I fuck you not. Yeah. How big was that ship? If this was a flag that was hanging on a ship, the flagship, okay, yeah, which got battered, by the way. How big's the ship? I know, is that blowing your Brian? Yeah. No, it's not the Mary Rose. It's Spanish IR ferries. I'll tell you the name of it. There it is. Apparently had an 80 cannon now. It's on his deck. One of the biggest ships to ever sail the briny. And the Spaniards say that they owned it, but yeah, it got basically captured and broken up on the beach. Beachy Head, apparently. Yeah, I don't know the name of it. It means attacker in Spanish. But let's have a look at the size of that flag again, just to give you an idea how big this thing must have been. So it must have been flying off of like here, this big, because this thing is like bigger than big. Good, eh? Yeah, you can stick them. We used to sing that as football hooligans. You can stick the Mary Rose somewhere where the sun don't shine to Portsmouth fans back in the day. So what's going on this? Is it anything to do with cruelty to children and religion? Probably not. Unthinkable. Okay, so you got a lot of holy Phoenician things going on. A fish head, which is basically a bell end. What's happening under here? He's hiding under the veil. I don't know what's going on. It's too hard to interpret. But she's standing on some sprogs' heads who are in clouds because of Cherubinowski. Yeah. Open for interpretation. Again, highly weird stuff going down in this realm. There it is. Yeah, so it got blown up. Yeah, the British just fucked it up royally. And then they just broke it down as an ultimate insult to, the Spanish hierarchy. Yeah, we had your favorite ship, and guess what we've done? We took it apart. Yeah, guess what we've done with the wood? We built shit. So, I can't blow this up. Oh, shit. It's to do with that narrative I just showed you about that ship because the name goes back older. I got a link for it. Anyway, this is interesting. This is a troop of the Austro-Hungarian Empire of 1915. So that would mean that the Germans of the Weimar Republic in the First World War had regiments of black soldiers, as they did in the Second World War. Yeah, Himmler, considering they were supposed to be so Nazi, had a regiment of Muslims, loads of regiment of Muslims, plenty of black people in the SS. Check it out for yourself if you don't believe me. Another American spy took a photograph out of the American embassy window in Red Square of the funeral of Joseph Stalin. Check out this building. Holy shitski. So yeah, they'll lay him in state. He'll hang around there for a couple of 100 years with his buddy, another Freemason, Lenin. So they built the Great Wall of China to keep out the hordes of Mongols that are trying to come in and, steal our rice. So they built a big fuck-off wall, like the biggest wall in the world. Anyway, we've already established on Flatearthbritish, this was nothing more than made of wood and sticks, only as little as 150 years ago. And then there's a big fuck-off wall. But these are the troops of the Imperial Japanese Army going to go in and ruin the day for the people of Manchuria. Oh, yeah, they're going to give them a real bad time. Yeah. Avoid Nanking at all costs, by the way. Not going to be pretty. This is the Appian Way in Rome, and it is used today and it is Roman. Let's check out Roman roading. So sunk a little. Okay, so where's the mud? They dug it out. Okay. And they have little cobbles and then these big stones on top, like the cobbles of the Victorian era, just like them, innit? So only they're a little bit smaller. Could the cobbles of the Victorian era actually be what they call Roman roads? They say 2,000 years ago. Guys, I can walk from here, my house, 10 minutes away, and I can walk on a Roman road. They say 2,000 years old. Do you buy that? What about entropy, floods, wearing away from fucking 2,000 years of people traipsing across it? Yeah, just saying. I think a lot of these cobbled roads we're looking at antiquity were built by what they call the Romans, the Phoenicians, after a reset, when they made all of this thing posh again. Right, this is the parliamentary campaign, as we've seen this before, but it's so fantastic, for Dixon. They can't lick our dick. They can't lick our dick. Badges, well done, Dick. That's all right. We lick dick. You carry that around. That's not really good if, it depends on how old you are, actually. And we like our dick. You can't lick your dick. No. What do you think, guys? Yeah, all right. Don't worry. Guess worse. So this is in history where they, in photography, superimposed the happy woman's face over the grumpy ass face of the famine queen, Queen Victoria. Apparently, this is rare because it is the only shot of the most powerfulest woman to ever walked or get pushed around in the history of history ever. It's Queen Victoria, the famine queen. Yeah, she owned all the pink bits on the map, which was all of it, by the way. Yeah, not long ago. What happened to all of that? Do you think we just chucked the empire away? Fuck no, we just got it all. It's all pink now. Yeah, check her teeth. She's the queen. Yeah, what's she smoking? She fucked the teeth up. This is the queen, the most powerful woman in the world, and she's got a dentist. What about her face? Looks like it's superimposed, and she got a fucking 2 mil skinhead haircut, and something wrong with her eyes as well. She's got like an old man. You know, one of those babies that get that disease when they're born like 90-year-old, like Benjamin Button, and they grow younger. She's got like Benjamin Buttons about her, haven't she? Like she's baby old person. Fucking don't even look like a woman. That looks like the window cleaner. That looks like my window cleaner. Queen Victoria looks like my window cleaner. This guy here is a Japanese warrior dragon. It's a dragon, but he doesn't look like a dragon to me. He looks like something out of Flesh Gordon, but he's got a bit of the manta rays or stingrays about him. He's got like multiple eyes. I tell you what he looks like. Yeah, one of those Power Rangers. He looks like pink Power Rangers. He's got a pink love hat. He's got 2 fingers because he's not actually human. He's got claws because he's not actually human. He's got like face on his little dress. He'll wear dresses. Oh, look at his feet. I can't believe his toes would go into each individual toe thing, because that would be really, really uncomfortable. You know, the material rubbing against your toes like that. Oh, that'd be awful. I couldn't handle that. So yeah, he's quite camp, isn't he? Is that one of your eyes showing? It is. It is. Is that a human? Nah, can't be. Nah. I like my Power Ranger, pink Power Ranger idea better. Yeah. Power Ranger or Ninja Turtle. This is in the city of Tikrit. They're a funny bunch, the Iraqis. I really do dig them. Yeah. You know, I'm not a member of the Ba'ath Party or anything anymore. So what they got here is a statue of the shoe that was thrown at George Bush. So they had the actual shoe, they made a model of it, made it in solid gold, stuck a plant in it, so they could all have a good giggle about whoever chucked the shoe at George Bush. See, that's humour. Yeah, I fucking dig that. So this is over Cologne, Second World War. The city's been destroyed. The first thing you're going to think of is, I know, I'll get up on a tightrope and risk my life after 4 years of bombing, horny Russians. I have missed all of that. Yeah. And I'm going to walk on a step rope. Where is it actually coming from? Probably over there. Yeah, she's probably just beat a world record. Where's that rope going, actually, guys? No, in really, where's it going? Oh, it's very puzzling. So we got an end this end. It seems to be going nowhere. Oh, that is just not good for my Brian seeing things like that. So yeah, that makes no sense, is it? She missed all of that shit in World War II, yeah? And it's just gonna walk a wire. That girl's asking for fucking trouble, you ask me. So I was just thinking, you know, when you had a game of ball out the street when you were a kid, I'm guessing like, you know, you Americans play, like we play soccer out the street. Yeah, but I guess when you play football out the street or basketball, baseball, rounders, whatever. Imagine having that as your backdrop out your window or out your street when you're a kid. Yeah. And look, this is like Russia. They got all these big, massive buildings in Moscow. Yeah. And what's all this mud? These piles of shit and mud. And fields in front of this big thing and mud. And this looks like it's the end of a star fort here. I think it is. Could be the end of the Kremlin. So yeah, Russians playing football with a cool background. Here is a Norwegian princess who's about to get married. She looks quite happy. She also looks quite beautiful. I love that happy hat. So no dog nameage as yet. Okay, we're going to have a big vote later. This is a big moment on Flat Earth British. Important puppy naming ceremony. Flat Earth British puppage. Bear, Honey, and Cheyenne, and Bonnie. I like Bonnie myself, guys. I like Bonnie for a fantastic German Shepherd's doggage name, which we'll talk about later when I come back. So these guys are a member of a North American tribe who sold out to the man, but they were still allowed to keep their hats on. He's got a wicked camera for dropping bombs on people in World War II. So yeah, not good that, is it? They should have not sold out, but I'm guessing they gave him a few quid. Money's the all-important factor in these selling out business affairs, you know? Don't sell out. Do you know what happens? You stay fucking skinned. So, Marlon Brando, yeah, he's a strange chap, isn't he? Super duper intelligent. I've got to dig him. Okay, except that one film he done, and I'm not going to talk about that in this post. So this guy, no, I'm not going to talk about it. This guy, yeah, he's a paparazzi, and he wears a crash helmet because basically Marlon Brando punched him in the jaw and dislocated his jaw, so he learned better. You can see he's like, I'm going to fuck him up this time properly. You need to. So he's got a bit of the avant-garde about him, hasn't he, old Marlon? With his, you know, when you got those little brushes to get the dandruff off. He's got the old, what's that, seashells? It is. He knows about shell power. Yeah, well, he was a smart chap after all. So, yeah, Back to the Future, a little bit disappointed. I thought it was the actual DeLorean. My friend's seen a real DeLorean the other day, one of only 12 in the world. So actually, in like Back to the Future 3, guys, they're models. This is how it really went down. What do you think about that? Shock. Yeah, I know. Who knew? So that model DeLorean would be fucking fantastic. I wouldn't mind that. You could like, we could basically put a hamster in it or guinea pigs and put them through the future, to the future or the past. Yeah, they could come back and report on how it went down. Be safer as well. So don't, you know, get in trouble. So here's soldiers of the First World War. Oh, they got heads on them, so they haven't blown them off. What nationality would he be to be in the trenches? Anyway, years and years, and she's brought a cute puppy out to make all of the troops feel better about life. Yeah, don't worry about all of that explosions and bangs and gas and rats eating your friends. We'll bring out a puppy, and then you will smile. So that's how we're going to cure the world, guys. Puppy power, love, and more love and puppy power. I can't think of anything else. So this was found in Peru, and he's like, stop in the name of love before you think it over. You're doing that dance in your room. You should be doing that dance in your room. The think it over bit with your hand. Think it over. No, that's just me. Don't worry. So yeah, why's he got a space helmet on anyway? Or is this a diving helmet? And what's this thing hanging off his diving helmet? It's not bad, isn't it? Advanced technology of the past, guys. So this is interesting. Apparently, this is an award-winning colour photograph of the Queen's coronation, 1953. Okay, so here he is. She is Elizabeth, purple going on. And a load of women that look like literally Phoenicians out of the paintings. They got exactly the same sort of clobber clothes going on. And these guys, yeah, they look really silly with the feather dusters on their heads. And see these? They call them beefeaters, yeomen of the guard. So you go, yeoman of the guard, and they got little flowers around their head. So they look like Morris dancers, which is not a nice touch at all. Nothing wrong with flowers, but there are on them. So I'm guessing this is Westminster. Yeah, looks Westminster-y. Pyramids going on. So they got to walk through like an entrance of like what looks like a bit of their world, because I'm guessing the Phoenicians got all this sort of architecture because they replicated the year often enough. Oh, they were a dodgy bunch of bastards. And look at these. You go if you go in a court or something, and you get like, why has he got a wig on anyway? They wears dresses and they wears wigs. Yeah, what's with that? You're supposed to trust these people, or like, you know, yeah, I'll do whatever you say. Unless with a fucking got a dress on. Ammonium sulfate. No, not there's anything wrong with working in a bikini or whatever they're wearing. Some investigation. Seems to be a bathing suit. With ammonium sulfate, because that would be the best course of action, I think, in such a case. You know, so as not to get your clothes too contaminated and, you know, have suffered immediate death afterwards. But, you know, a lot of platinum blondes around in them days, isn't there? So it's a nice examination of the adverts of the 1950s. Have we learnt anything? Probably not. Oh, this is great. Yeah. So here's one Trudeau. I'm just taking this kid I found home. Yes, sir. No problemo. 35 years later, Trudeau too. Where did you find this little Mexican baby? Oh, I bought him off of a Cuban dictator, Castro. No, I said. So isn't it funny how big Trudeau, who was once Canadian supreme leader, has a smaller Trudeau, who is now Canada's supreme leader, is a little actual, what looks like probably a mixed race child, or probably from the Caribbean, like Cuba. I'm just saying, it looks like this is a photograph of Trudeau kidnapping young Trudeau, and the guard saying, right here, sir, proper. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Who knows? This litter belongs to you. Yeah. So what it is the man bitching like a motherfucker that they give us too much packaging, and then when you basically are one of them and you can't be bothered, like nothing. Let me just put something clear. Nothing bugs me more than litter. Nothing bugs me more than litter. Litter, masks, and pavements covered in dog shit. Or anything covered in dog shit, actually. So what's Burt Lancaster starting in? We like Burt Lancaster. The rose that tat. Ooh, the rose that tat what? Oh, that's going to do my head in now. The rose that tarnished. Anybody know what film that is with Burt Lancaster? If not, can you Google it and find out so I don't fuck my head up with my Brian and I'll forget. This was found in America land, in Maine, the American state of Maine in the recent past. And they say it is an 18th century ship. Isn't it interesting? I lose the head. It looks like a chunk of stone. They have a large stone for forward ballast. So there's a separate chamber in here. No evidence of clinker building, even though it's 18th century. So, well, you know, not that advanced technologies. Even the Vikings are better than that. But I'm just saying, it's interesting how they use stone ballast. These rocks here would have been placed in there to weigh it down, basically. These are ballast stones. Forward ballast. Hold her in the water when she's in the waves. So where she's from, where she hails, I don't know the story, but it's in America and it's in Maine in the mud. So did you know that the police used flying horses in the past? Did you? I never knew. I had a shock of my life when I saw this. I thought, fuck me. That's the secret. 1,039 you're watching. I do thank you very much. Please share this show out. Much peace and love to you. Buckle in, because we got some comedy coming in soon. Okay, so only on Flatearthbritish. That's Gin in the background. Gin. It is, isn't it? Gin florist. So yeah, they had flying horses in the past. Who knew? Yeah. So I hold it down there, Sonny. This guy, he just found these two just hanging around in the street and thought, get a picture. This guy looks European. This guy does not look European. But they are two giants, and this looks like a circus behind. It's got Antiquitech on it. So I'm guessing they are from a circus, and they're giants of the old world. So again, they got them long bodies, not exactly, you know, proper proportion giants, maybe giantism with them. Question. This is an American Civil War general, and he's messing around with the camera, pulling funny faces. So, firstly, what's that all about? How come in 150 years, putting your thumb to your nose and going, no, 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 was a thing then and it's a thing now? What does it mean? Where does it come from? What about other funny faces that people pull? Why do people pull funny faces? They're not funny. If the wind changes, you will stay like that forever. Did you know that? Think twice of funny faces. All of you. These are the streets of New York in the 1980s. This looks exactly like, except for the buildings, where I live now. Yeah, a complete shithole. As I have evidence and proof for, and witnesses in this chat right now that what I say is true. So here is some freezing cold priests who went to the first Woodstock in 1971 to go and see T-Rex and accidentally dropped a fuck ton of acid. Here they are 2 days later, feeling a bit cold wet. These are exactly the same age men, but these are men who haven't gone completely nuts. She might be a girl. And they're just basically hippies. First Glastonbury, maybe a couple of thousand people. You get up to like the year 1980, you get like 500,000. It grew. And I have had some of the best experiences in my life in Glastonbury, no doubt about it. So, oh, bollocks. I have to be able to blow this up. This is the bread wars, what they called, the media called it. In basically Ely, where I live. All this is demolished, by the way. And there was a riot. It was like 50 night 1. By night 3, maybe 4,000 people. It fucking exploded and fucked up. That man there with the shades on and the black hair is me in August of 1991. Yeah. Still nosing all the busies and all the riotage. Yeah. TV cameras in the background. Because the media, all the world, they were talking about it in all the world media. Because we had a good old riot. So there it is, dry falls. To finish off this little bit of the vlog in lovely. I'm going to come back for a second. Excuse me. So my computer just went off. So thank you so many people on an epic Flatterday. Bloody hell. Absolutely smashing. Super smashing great. And look what you would have won. Let me come back for a minute. Because I don't even know where I am or what I'm doing anymore. So yeah, we got front image. It's getting really hot here in the Scablands. I'm going to move from here now and go somewhere else because I'm getting all sweaty. Because not that Washington State is all hot, but it is where I am. Just saying, yo. So let's have something a bit refined. Yeah, that'll do. So go with my hat. Yeah, Crocodile Dundee, innit? So 1,185 of you watching. That's a bit weird, isn't it? So let's give a few of you shouts while there's so many of you. Now, lots going on. I have sent books out today, signed copies, and I'll tell you what, I'll talk all about that. New stuff that's been made, new stuff that's happening, and things that are happening in the future in a minute on this vlog. I'll give you all a few shouts first. So there we got Joy Tree. So if you are watching in the crowds and you want to get a nice big shoutage in front of the big crowdage, do so. More of County Cottage scene. Okay, we'll have that for Angela Kidd. Hi, Angela Sweetness. I had Fairies. Spanish Chicken. Hi, Angel. Miles Phillips. Cycle Dave. Certainly Cycle Dave. You keeping the cycle? Better be me. Plain Drifter. Dabby Jack, much love to you, Dabby Jack. We are sending loving healing thoughts as member of the Flatearthbritish tribe, the last sane tribe as far as I know in the Western world, apart from the indigenous populations, we don't include them, left on Earth. When was the last sane moment humanity ever had? I tell you what, never. Okay. William, mental case. Ka-ching. K Ultra. Oh, that's clever. I like that. Patricia P. So I don't know if Patricia Steele is actually watching, but I watched the show last night and I met her meeting. She said a very, very nice thing about Flat Earth British, indeed. Mikey Wallbanger. Thank you. Face Diaper. Oh, that's an early one with that theme. I haven't seen that before. Two Tower Domes. Cuckoo. Mike, good to see you, my friend. That been good. You're back, you brother. Hope everything's well. I haven't seen you for a while. Schwinge. Good to see you, matey. Deanshire, Cleveland. Understand every third word you say, but love it, brother. What? I'm speaking fluent English, bro. Fuck. Every third word. I can understand every... I'm going to have a vote about this. Tell me if you can actually understand, overstand me. Don't mention what? Don't mention me, Verdict. I was just going up the... I'm not going to forget you. I was going up the list. Verdict, my brother. Much love to you, Verdict. Wasn't forgetting you. Wouldn't do that. Rebecca, no face diaper. Yeah, don't say it. Let's just make sure you're not sneaking one on when we're not looking or anything, because we'll know. Kaya, Kathleen, Plum, Eileen, the last of us. It's a Welsh twang. Yeah, I'm Welsh. That's the problem, you see. They're like Scottish, only I can't really understand Scottish people. Not really. I can't understand a lot of what I say either. Let me too careful, in. No, really, I'm really annoying. I can't believe they haven't killed me already. Fuck me. Even I kill me. I don't even care. So, Benny, good to see you. My friend Rain Girl, good to see you. GJC, evening, Arwin. How are they hanging, my friend? Good to see you. Margaret Walter. So, for people of a fragile disposition, I apologize about the next article. It isn't a historical study. It's a study of how weird this place is, how weird people are, and the weird shit people do to one another. Margaret Walter. You're lucky you catch me in moods like this, guys. And you're lucky it coincidentally collides with a Flatterday as well. So let's go. Big mammal. Reclaim the plane. Elizabeth Quinn. Wayne. Taffy. Taffy, are you a Taffy? You better not just be saying that. You got proof? Got your Taffy port? What's the capital of Splot? Yeah, I know. Kelly Dolan. Lindsay Ashcroft. Hiya, Lindsay. We love you. Gavin Quinn. And Margaret, again, I said that, unless it was your sister. Scott, who is spellery, who got awesome, wicked tunes he sends me. It's where I guess my wicked tunes from. I got like basically, I got like tunes on speed dial. Carl the chemist. Are you a chemist, Carl? What you make? Our language is derived from evil. Well, this is why I'm sort of, degrading the English language, like all in the best possible taste. And I may use the odd cuss word, but I mean it in love. Yeah, I do. And I don't say it like in bad. Okay. And if I'm naughty, doing it's because of love. I'm naughty because I love you. Okay. Simple word. Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. And Paul, who are Flatastic friends. Hi, Charlotte, sweet nurse. Kathleen Bangle. Gavin. Yeah, I'll go back, Gavin. Had Doken Martin. I don't know what that means. Humor doesn't usually translate in any form, I find. And, if I do anything funny, I'm either fucking Benny Hill, which I'll just let you know in America land, British people don't even like, by the way. Yeah. Or Monty Python. And, that's not the best. There's so much more you've missed out on in British television, guys. I just want to let you know, okay? They give you all the poo stuff, is what they did. We had 18 Starsky and Hutch. We had all the cool stuff we did off you guys, yeah? I grew up as a cowboy. I had to go to bed with my gun and holsters on, and my mother had to wait for me to fall asleep so she could take my gun and holsters off. But if she was making a noise, not sneaky, she would have a gun under her chin there. You taking my gun, you taking my holster. I literally used to morph into a cowboy. Yeah. So Richard Lee, good to see you, Olive. You're all trying to do a psychological analyzation of what I just said. I do understand this. Rebecca Mardis, Jabba Justice, no worries. See that word you just said? Don't even say worry. Let me explain something to you. Jabba the Hutt. Shut the fuck up, you must. No, that's Jabba saying that, not me to you. The word worry or anything, we're not going to use anymore on Flat Earth British because it's not an actual word anymore from now on. Also, that word, okay, it's also a word that we do not recognize on Flat Earth British. The words we do recognize is not give a fuckness, epicness, love cute puppies and stuff like that. See the difference? Yeah, I know, it feels good, don't it? So, bad boy, good to hear it. Hope you're epic at singing. Kaya, Jenny, what are you talking about? You understanding this Highland girl dude? I don't know what I've done. This is always going to be the case. Sweet Pea, good to see you. M1, still, if you all get along alive at the end of the show, we've won, haven't we? If you've learned something and laughed and had a little chuckle, ka-ching, 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 isn't it? So yeah, there's loads going on in the section of basically curiosity, books. If you've sent a book photograph in, you're going to have a fuck ton of people looking at your photograph, and I will tell everybody not your name because I don't know, because I can't remember. Brian, Roscoe, CMR, perfectly imperfect. You said real English, every third word, I'm done. I speak fucking fluent English. Okay. The Welsh speak Welshish. Listen, don't worry about the way I speak. Just going to have to live with it. I'm not going to go off to fucking elocution lessons, posh myself up. But no, fucker. Okay. Richard? See, in my Brian, I'm posh as fuck. Yeah. That's just me, though. Oh, is that Cheryl? Good to see you. Love is the answer. John Lennon didn't say that for nothing, or one of the John Lennons, and we know that for sure. Okay, they don't say this shit for nothing, guys. Yeah. See me, I'm like tough shit, you know. I'm only doing the love thing, and I'm only like doing the caring thing, and I'm not doing anything else. So if you come like giving me all your weird psychopathic weird shit, or trying to make me live in your weird world, then I'm not going to play. What my new strategy is, rather than my heart rate increasing and we want to flatten your face, is I'm loving you. I'm not going to hug you. I'm not going to go that far, okay? But I'm going to understand you. And your problem has been a victim of this, I don't know, psychopathic paradigm, and you know nothing about and play the man's game. That bugs me. See, complacency is not an answer, okay? In my Brian, once you took the jab off a bunch of pedophiles, yeah? In my Brian, that's like, whoa, what? You supported a pedophile? Really? What? Fucking second thoughts on that one, guys. Wouldn't you say? Voynich, good to see you, my brother. Richard Strach, Messerschmitt. I'm sorry about mentioning shooting down Messerschmitt earlier. I didn't mean that. I like Messerschmitt. Come, place, and see. I don't know what that means. Sounds nice, though. Plume. Cat, good to see you. Okay, we're moving on. For Martin, as Brian goes in front of 1,000 people. Yeah. Let's share some more. We're going to have a think about humor. We're going to think about my Ladybird book collection. Okay. Now, if you don't know, and you're new to Flatearthbritish, I collect books. I collect Ladybird books. Have you seen the covers of Ladybird books from the old days? Well, let's share. Okay. This realm is infinitely strange. Okay. Cover your ears. There will be no bad language. There won't be any jokes. Maybe. Okay. Let's move on. Let me get rid of this and some of these pages. And we're moving on to Ladybird books. Okay. Charlie Chokes His Chicken by Pee Wee Herman. No, I'm not actually sure what choke your chicken means. Maybe one of you people, or young ladies in the chat, you can explain to me, because I don't actually know what that means. Pokey swallows the most popular bunny with the boys. I don't think that's right, actually, because obviously it's like young orientated. From the 12th January 1973, it will be no longer legal. Whatever you do, don't. Don't be one of those people who mistakes doing for not doing, or you could face a fine. So, like, guys, I know you've been thinking about doing it, but don't do it. So it was in the past actually a criminal act to do whatever, and now it's illegal. So whatever you were doing, don't do it. This is good. Okay. Elon Musk tweeted only yesterday, because he's a complete fucking muppet. And not real anyway, isn't it? Because this all like, basically the whole cult of space cult is like literally obsessed with penises. I think that's trying to tell us something, isn't it? Really? Yeah. So probably, okay, most in space you could possibly feel by being in a glass dome. Now, he knows about the flat earthers, doesn't he? Why would he say that? And why would he do that? The complete fucking numpty. Stop trying to gaslight everybody, stupid actor. Yeah, crisis clinic over the cliff. It's bullshit, isn't it? Here's another one. Here's another tosser, Richard Branson, or whoever he is, the actor. Anyway, just returned to Earth after an incredible journey into space. Yes. One thing that really surprised me is that I could see all of the continents at once. All of the continents at once on a ball. Really, Richard? And they looked misshapen. I'm sure. And there was some kind of optical illusion making the Earth look kind of disc-like. Very strange. Richard Branson's actual words, apparently, guys. All the continents at once would be completely impossible on a ball. So what's going on there? And they look misshapen. And obviously, reading that it's disc-like is a lot of similarities with the narrative of Picard when he basically went up to the dome in an air balloon back in the day. Right. These are some Ladybird books. Some of it, I don't read romantic novels, obviously. I borrowed these off my sister. Not to read. Look, can you see it? By Hugh G. Reaction. Hugh G. Reaction. Hugh G. Reaction. I don't think that's funny. Anyway, that's really immature. Minnie McPeters. Is it in yet? No, that doesn't look silly because he's obviously rubbing up against the side because that's just fucking stupid. No. The Butt Pirate. Oh, right, by Avril Honeycutt. She was in trouble and he had to love, for she had more than enough booty for any man. Nothing. The Secret of the Missing Fucks. Yeah, Caroline Keane. That happened to me once. I lost a fuck. Yeah, I was like, where's it gone? And it just stopped at an F. Yeah, I found it in an old chest. I lifted the chest drawer up and it came out and just went, fuck. Oh, there it is. Put it in my pocket for later. By Nancy Drew, Mystery Stories. Have you had that happen to you? Yeah, I'm just saying. Ooh, this happens a lot. Let's have a look at these women from the 1970s. Why would a man, why would a woman want to wear Hanes everyday pantyhose when she could wear pants? Oh, that's a good question. Gentlemen prefer Hanes. All right. So he's staring at her legs because she got, what is a pantyhose? What's a pantyhose? What's pantyhose? Are they talking about stockings? Stockings are ugly as fuck. They're only good for building sites. They're not really. I lied about that. My older brother is a tranny. Yeah. Tell you what, though, he's not doing too bad as a tranny. In fact, that passed for a woman, except for the meaty arms and man's face, but a long hair, and plays basketball. But apart from that, yeah. Happens a lot nowadays. School Flatastic. God loves everyone but you. You know, there's a lot of truth in this, guys, actually. And I think little Billy is laying it down. Some hard truths for you all, okay? God loves everyone but you. You personally. That's right. No, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. No. Epic amounts of not give a fuckness. Think of puppies. Ah, yes. We are here to sort your plumbing. We'll be working on the front, while Phil here will sort out your back. By Andy Piper. What's worse, right, is he actually considering it? And what's worse, right, let's just stop here. Guys, this is for the men in the audience now. If you're in work and you've got plumbers at home, okay, I'd get home rapid if I was you, yeah, because plumbers are really good with piping, for one thing. And, yeah, your missus at home and she's thinking about like a jiznami. Yeah, fucking get home now. So
You've got a fat pussy. Yeah, well, that seems to be a recurring thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Take them as they come. That's not a very good way to say that. The Muffin Muncher. Ah, my very favourite. Let's have a look at Muffin Muncher. Okay, written by Stephen Cosgrove. I wonder what it's about. Do you get muffins in America? Yeah. There was animal porn on when we were kids. It was called Muffin the Mule. It's disgusting. So there I am again in the riots. I don't know what I'm doing there. Oh, here's some cock and coffee for all the ladies having a bad morning. So that sounds actually really, really friendly, nice, very 21st century. Coffee's bad for you, and having a chicken shitting on your kitchen table possibly give you fucking botulinus. So that could be a lethal coffee. Or iguana tappet. But I have a reptile dysfunction. See what they did there? Boom, boom. Iguana want to tap it, but he's got reptile dysfunction. Well, I thought it was fucking hilarious. That's brilliant. Look at he's grabbing it there. Look. Oh, I love you. So, quite sexy iguanas, aren't they? Yeah, sexy time. Oh, this is brilliant. To-do list. 1, drink coffee. 2, try not to kill anyone. 3, repeat steps 1 and 2. That's exactly what I practice of the day. This is my mantra. Yeah. 1, drink coffee. Try not to kill anyone. Repeat steps 1 and 2. And my day goes pretty well. I have more than coffee. You can just say it. If I can get through the day without accidentally killing any puppies, accidentally killing any people, I win. Yeah. So that's how I gauge my day, guys. You know, I don't accidentally kill anyone on purpose. It's just best stay. Just don't get too close. The last guy that dated me gave me that. It's not you. It's me. Line. All right. Yeah. I gave him the I know it's you because I'm fucking awesome line. See, that don't crack with me. Yeah. And I'll be like, you ain't that fucking awesome. Or you got a codpiece on. This is like 1950s. Looks like crap. Georgie's wank sock. Now, apparently, now, don't go red, men in chat. Yeah, I can see you hiding behind your keyboard. No red diaper face. Don't go running away. Now, is it really a thing that men have wank socks? What does that mean? What? No, explain to me what it means. A wank sock. Do you mean you wank with your socks on? Yeah. Oh no, that's disgusting. I just don't know what's the matter with this world. So that's Georgie's. But George, you in the crowd. We got to photograph your wank sock, mate. Good job you washed it. Oh, you fucking liar. That blowjob did nothing for my sore throat. I am sorry. I don't know how this even happened. The swearing caves of Dovedale are absolutely epic. So you visit the famous Wank Echo Chamber. Okay, a 3-mile subterranean labyrinth of 4-letter limestone caves, which have been turned the air into blue slice of earth was formed. Okay, so basically you stand in the wank chamber, school trips mainly, and you shout wank, 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 or you shout wank when it comes back. Wank, 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 wank. Echo. Wank, 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 wank. Like that. Echo. So that's the wanking caves. Okay. Now, this is another government warning sort of thing we used to have through the door for the Suffolk County Council. Please help now. 1 in 4 people in Britain today make up nearly 1/3 of the population. Okay. And they all wear masks. Obviously, in the 1970s, they knew this shit was going to go down. Okay. My brain hurts. I don't know what that means or what I just said. Move on. Mark the Cunty Cat just pissed in your suitcase by Judith Kerr. So I know we got a lot of cat lovers in the audience. Yeah. Have you got a cunty cat? I don't know. Some cats are cunty, guys. We have to let's face these things in life. Yeah. They do cunty shit to us. Don't they though? Yeah. Cats can be cunty, guys. You gotta admit, I love them. Yeah, they're cute and they're fluffy, but they can be cunty. Be warned. Your first time Flatearthbritish. Your mother cooks socks in hell. Dyslex. The dyslexicist. That's really weird, like, because they make this child, Linda Blair, do this nasty film where she's pretending to be like possessed by the devil, you know. Your mother sucks jelly babies in hell, would have been better. And she like ends up in the loony bin. They get her out like years later after a short career in certain type of movie. And then she like makes The Exorcist 2, The Heretic, which was shit because she was demented from a long time in the lunatic asylum. Eventually, it became her downfall. She died. Linda Blair died because of this role. Same as a little blonde girl in Poltergeist. Yeah, Carrie Ann, fucking dead as a dodo, guys. They all go the same way. Playing with fire, doing this shit. Oh yes. Now, Boris Johnson, Dominic Cummings, bullshit mountain. So it is true that Boris Johnson was a public school by probably Dominic Cummings. I think it's all in the name. Was also too. I don't know if Dominic Cummings is actually Boris Johnson's gay lover, but the fact still remains, right? That Boris Johnson was in a public school, so it's probably, you know, used to them things they used to do in the dormitory. Giving another slam, Sir Michael, jamming one another's cocks in the door, as they do in public school. And who knows? Does weed make sex better? Let's ask young hippie with stonking girl net about that. I know the answer. Fuck yeah. So let's have a little vote. Does weed make sex better? Okay, I'm asking how many people I'm asking this serious historical question. A few dropped off. Almost 1,000 people. So what are you thinking? So JT says yep. California says yep. Justin says yeah. Anyone going to say no? It's shit on weed. Yep. Okay. So moral of the story is, get that fucking ganja down you. The big colouring book of vaginas. See, if I had this when I would have been a kid, yeah, I'd have been my favourite colouring book. Yeah, you could have them all rainbow colours, big black ones, all sorts. Yeah, nice. Morgan Hastings did that. He's a talented person. Maybe I should get in contact. Anyway, images you should not masturbate to. So, old man in ice with an axe. Yeah, don't masturbate to that. Horses. So, this woman, yeah, she's not supposed to be looking at them images in a masturbatory term. Okay, but she is. Look. Huh? I got a problem. A problem with Hank. You know, Hank, my brother. He's come to stay, hasn't he? Hank the Wank, I now call him. It's annoying. We'll have a word from him in a minute. We beat you because we love you, British government. So this is what the British government would do. This should be the slogan for the NHS, or basically the pandemic. We beat you because we love you. Okay, it's true. It's true. We love you. We beat you because we love you. We're going to have a dog vote in a minute, so get yourself ready. Thinking caps on. So we want princess names, Regal, not Sheba, not Cleopatra, not Shep, for a beautiful 4-month-old German Shepherd princess. Votage. Mel's in chat now. So this is an old New York photograph, I guess, in Brooklyn Bridge and some sort of railway station. But what a beautiful little Tatarian building there in old New York. So good, they named it Thrice. Yeah. So what's going on with this, right? So this was in a medieval wrestling book. Now, I understand that people like to, you know, get naked and roll around and stuff. So first of all, would you read, what suits have they got on? And this is a chick, isn't it? So she's gripping his ears and giving him one of those ear pulls. He's trying to whack her with an electric thing, taser. But she's like, hang on, is that a she? Is that a willy? That's boobs, isn't it? That's boobs, okay. So the boobs are flat on the floor. Let's interpret this. She's got in a headlock. And the hand is where? What is this bit thing sticking out here? Is that a willy? I think he's trying to grab a willy, you know, in a wrestle. I think we busted them, yeah, guys. That's a bit pervy, isn't it? Just be careful about wrestling. So yeah, Satanists, like I think the devil's definitely gay. This is from 3476. Afraid I don't know what year. Oh, it's J476. So the year 476. We have a small child, possibly peeled, but sort of, I don't know, stapled to an altar. Stapled to an altar, open to question what is going on. So you have an alchemical person with a pair of spectacles, all about the spectacles. Some kid or person sucking milk from a sow. The devil shows up and grabs hold of someone's head and says, yeah, you better get a mouthful of sow piss. So milk, sow piss, devil makes sure. Guy on his finger glasses, open to interpretation, small child's a child. Well, that's the weird religion of the leaders of this plane, don't you know? Strange, isn't it? Don't try and interpret it, fuck your brain up. So, bitty seems to be a thing in antiquity. You get a lot of these men that actually got boobs and managed to apparently make milk, and you got like this old bloke. And you see it all the time in these alfrescoes. This one's lost a face or what have you. But it's like bitty. It's like squirt, squirt. I don't know what's going on and why an adult man would want any milk. He's got a wristwatch on. Could be a prisoner. Oh, I don't know. So I was just thinking, like, she's got one of these Skype devices in the medieval era. So she's talking to somebody on Skype. And this night, he's like, unfortunately, put his sword here in front. Is it a sword? No, I'm just asking. I'm not being rude, guys. I'm just saying, is it a sword? Because he's like sort of touching the end a little, tickling it like while looking in the mirror. It's like, oh, she. He's like, oh, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, guys. This is, like I said, this realm, this is more of the medieval era. So you get a hairy chick with boobs, little bit of leaf, and she's riding on a senator who come out of a portal, sort of hole in the ground. There's men in white fronts, white men in white fronts, trying to kill a centurion who's got a club and his hairy bird on her back. Death's overlooking, being a shit. No, I think that's not on. No, they might not be all bad. What do we know of centurions? What do we know of centurions' hairy wives? She's blonde. Most of her looks okay. And who are these white guys in underpants anyway? Listen, guys, we need to be really careful, about, see any white men in white Y-fronts with axes. I think we should get the fuck out of the way. So these were dug up in Rome, and historians haven't yet established what they're for. I've been giving this some deep thought, and I haven't come up with anything just yet. I don't know. Maybe a cooking utensil, maybe a head-scratching device. Ooh, it's difficult. Anyway, I leave it open to interpretation. Okay, people's minds work differently. Roman invention. Sorry, I can't blow that up, but it's a wheeled alchemical depiction of an eagle, wings open over two human beings who are homunculus, and they're not human because they're homunculus. Bitchcraft, the art of pissing people off while smiling sweetly. Yeah, it's true, guys. It's true. She could drive a car and actually run me over, and I'd probably thank her. Yeah. Yeah. They'd be dazzle us. Yeah. This is the problem as men. Yeah. It's to just like bedazzle us with their like smiley things and bits and stuff. Yeah. It's just like voodoo. It's evil, by the way. Just watch it. Beware the devil woman with evil on her mind. She's going to get you. A couple of weeks ago, this is a curio article, by the way. We're no longer laughing. We'll get back to the laughing in the next section, which is coming up very, very shortly. Okay, I've been going 2 hours. A couple of weeks ago on my Flatterday show, I show you a video of nanobot technology or nanotubes, which when influenced by a Tesla wireless frequency or wavelength, they become active, as in they consciously, seemingly, turn themselves into conduits, wires, and lines, and light up LED lights, like if they're like programmed. Well, this technology exists apparently in the modern day, where they've been making nanosystems for quite some time. So we have surmised, like as the magneticness of said jabbers, that they have had nanobot technology put in them, which is what's rewired and made all Stepford wives and husbands obey bows and worse than they've ever been before. Scientific papers document self-organized magnetic nanosystems for cybernetic biocycle interfaces and control systems. Now, I'm going to read all that because basically Brian's not going to do that. But what it says, okay, is they have systems programmable that they can get down into just like a tiny blob, which could easily be put into a human being. So I think, this nanobot technology, it exists, here it is. And, what I showed you with that video, I think it's safe to presume that they may have put nanobot technology in them all. So did you buy a book and did you send your picture in? Okay, well, these are all pictures in a part. So we got a thing now going on that if you score a t-shirt, a flat thumb t-shirt or whatever flat thumb mug from my new Teespring shop, which we should be looking at now, send me a picture and you can get your mug on Flat Earth British. Okay, somebody else sent me a massive ganja crop picture. I hope I picked that one up for this, otherwise I'll have to go on the next one. So yes, Fox, you is a dreaded lady, one of my brothers, and everybody else who has put their images up. This was on the last one. Okay, there's Jenny's gang. There's Flo. One of my favorites on there. Beautiful picture of Moonbeam Midge, who's also in chat now. This guy years into the Clash. Fucking taste. And Tommy, who went to... This is Asia. She's also in chat right now. She wants a book signed. And we got it. These are the new ones. Okay. From our Flat Earth British peeps. Okay. We've seen that one last. Someone placed it on their little shrineage. Looks like something I might do. Is that a Donald Trump Buddha? I like the fleur-de-lis wallpaper, by the way. Maybe not. What's that say? Give me hair mask. I don't know what that means. Is that like to take hair off? I don't know, like imac. So there's somebody out of their car window in what looks like America land. And this nice lady who has a husband as well. I can't remember their names because it's a Martin. But look, it's the American flag and my book in the same picture. And this big, shiny, happy, vibrant person who is doing a really nice advert for me. I know, it's nice, isn't it? And this guy's in California. I'm not going to give his name because he's an enemy of the state. He's got anarchy on his hand. He should be in my gang. Yeah. When all of that crap is going on, bruv. Yeah. Just remember all Flat Earth British. You've got nice clothes, color coordinated, pretty decent tat, fuck ton of watch, and an excellent ganja crop going on, guys. And he bought my book. Yeah. Mate, you need to be in my gang. Yeah, you are. So there you go. So nailed it again. Ka-ching, ka-ching. We are winning on so many fronts. It's hard to even imagine. So this is my Teespring shop. Now, India, who's like this miraculous angel woman that floats around making all things better for Flat Earth British, I don't know. A lot of people do this shit for me. I just like send out gratitude into the ether, afternoon hugs, and everything works out fine. So Flat Earth British Community News is a thing on Holistic Media's new. Let's have a look. Channel. Oh dear. Stop sharing. Apparently, I had no sound with that, so I'm going to redo it again. No, I have a Teespring shop, which India, who's in chat right now, set up for me kindly. I had a terrible time with my Brian setting it up, so she did it all because I'm hopeless at things like that. So we can get I want like a flat thumbs mug, and I hope they do complimentary shit and flat thumbs t-shirt, so I can wear around everywhere. Okay, so yeah, it's Funky Tunes and Martin talking. I play this. It's only a minute or so. We're going to get on to images of the day, which are coming up very, very shortly. And there's a mind blow with this, guys, by the way. Okay, a mind blow with the images of the day. I want to ask your opinion about it all. After this little period now, what I'm going to show you, we're going to have a vote, okay, for dog names. Okay, because we've got a Flatearthbritish dog. I haven't got a photograph handy right now. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Okay. Okay. Let me share screen and share basically volume this time. I do apologize. Okay. Oh, flat thumbs, India. I can feel the love from here. That was absolutely lovely. So yeah, I basically set up a merch, or India did, for epic flat Earth British stuff, which has been basically in demand for quite some time. So now, guys, I'm going to share some images, and I think what we'll do now is we will share this India there, who's Holistic Media, whose video I just watched off of her channel. Make sure to subscribe to Holistic media. Okay, I will basically link that up in the descriptions box following this video. Valerie Sher, Jolly Man Sher, and Nowfex Carl Her Feb. I'm not sure what that means. Julie Sher, I do. Brilliant merchandise. Yes, she's done some cool, absolutely brilliant videos for me in the past, especially for the bookage, which is basically fantastic, by the way. I mean, excellent feedback. Karen Capalocious, good to see you. Kau. So yeah, the bookage. Now, it is the case that I put up a link this week to flog signed copies and send them out. Now I've got Karen Dirt for Karen Dirt and Rob, somebody else for her brother, and I sent a few off, but there are a few more left. If you're looking to get a signed copy, personalized, if you get it on, basically, because I tried to do it on my eBay, which took like a week, and I completely fucked it up. So I got to do it on eBay now, but it does give you, give me your address and name, so I can personalize it to you and send it to you wherever you are in this plane. Okay, so you can find my PayPal link in the descriptions below. Also, you can still donate to Flatearthbritish, who's getting a shop and trying to earn a few shekels so it can fucking survive in this jungle. Jungle Juice. Oh, that's a nice name, friendly. Sea Merchant Martin, yeah, for my sins. But I tell you what, I don't really like it on dry land. It doesn't move for a start off, and people are more boring. Cynthia Wood. What wood doesn't float? No, I'm not going to say Natalie because that would be wrong. At Matters. Roscoe, A Jolly Man. And I said that before. Valerie, who's lovely. DNN, who's my friend. Oh, let me wind through. So if you are in chat now, there's still up 950 of you watching overall, and the guys on Facebook. King Kiwi, EXP. That's something that's coming on in the Awakening. So, Valley Blue. So let's talk about dreams, shall we? And the unusual amount of people who are having dreams about me. So a lot of you have dreams where Martin's like, when you're going round mud flooders, Martin, you know, showing Martin mud flooders and stuff. That seems to happen a lot with you all. So stop falling asleep to Martin vlogs or doing your ironing and stop dreaming about me. It's weird. I'm only joking. Dream about you all. Dream about me all you want. In fact, I was thinking earlier about how can I get a fuck ton of views, like 50,000, 60,000, 100,000 views. I get a viral video. I was wondering about doing a strip. Yeah, maybe I could take an item of clothing off and do like a big red pill. So like, the earth's flat, take my hat off. Yeah, all history's a lie, take my shirt off. Yeah, like that. Do you think you like it? Do you think I do what? Do you think I go viral? Yeah. I'll have a think about that. Dallas Fowler. Because the thing is, it's like, you know, it's just like the world's boring, isn't it? You need to party. You need to lay your head down more, is what you need to do. You need to not give a fuck, is what you need to do. Queen, have you noticed? I'm just saying, like, there's been apparently the worst pandemic in human history, yeah, for the last fuck knows how many months. And guess what? The Flat Earth British think tank peeps have been having an absolutely fantastic time the whole time. We haven't let our vibration down once, have we? Every week has been a love-fueled, fantastic ride of epicness, hasn't it? There's a lesson to be learned here, guys, don't you think? Remember, Tinker. Remember, right? All of you, Tinker, we love it. We love our Italian brothers and sisters. Alvida St. Pet is wicked. Oh, I love Alvida St. Pet. So, Wayne's dead, but he was all a heroine. And Oz was excellent, by the way. So, RG, Taffy, Mike, and good to see you. You have the best laugh. Well, I like to laugh, and because basically it's the only way to get by in this place without going nutty or all the nutty shit. So, or when they gaslight you to fuck, recognize it as being gaslit because they're all narcissists. Unfortunately, they've stuck us in a plane where there's a fuck ton of narcissists around you, and if you're not a narcissist,
You got to get fucking clever and quick, okay? Because it eats you alive. If they find out, you're not like them. Yeah. So, Measure Smiths again, good to see you. Glenn Sketches in the house. Jungle Juice, big love to you, my bro. I love that name. That's absolutely brilliant. That Australia, oh, fuck me, Australian Infinite Love Tribe. We shall buy a boat. Oh yeah, I wish. Be careful what you wish for. I intend. I would love for us to go on a boat out of the way, international waters. God rocking, good to see you. God does rock. This plane is absolutely fantastic. This creation must be rejoiced. Behold, behold. Let me show you how excellent this creation is. I'm going to be, you must behold. I'm going to behold you. I'm going to long behold you now. Right. That's pretty. So, behold the beautifulness of our plane. Just reminding you. What I'd really like is for everybody to, now they've had a jab's a bit late, but, you know, for everyone to remember and come home to their brothers and sisters. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I only do this for like ordinary people, families, and just want everyone to have, you know, community, better life. You know, we're going to have to just break the fuck away and, you know, be community minded, holistic minded, growing what we need, the water, the technologies that we've learned, the medicines that we've learned, you know, the inner technologies that we've learned together. All of this information has been given to us, so it's not to be wasted, guys. So when the time comes, we will be extra prepared, more than all of the rest. Now, this is not by accident, guys. Don't you think? Froth. Cappadocia Deco. Right, we're going to have some images of the day. It's getting on for 22 minutes past 11. We're going to have a dog vote. Did you all vote for a dog? Have a think about a dog's name. Bonnie, I like. Okay. Giselle, who's Mel's daughter, chose Bonnie. I go with that. Other names. So there's nothing... could you, I'll show the dog. Could you do another video of Mel? Well, when we hook up again, she lives like hundreds of miles north of you, my mate. So we only like basically hook up when we can. Okay, apparently. So there she is, just to let you know. Okay, so she's like, kill everyone with cuteness. Mel's knee, by the way, so, a foot. So yeah, she goes to sleep on your foot. She coaches everybody. She's brilliant with other dogs and everything else. One of the most fantastic dogs you've ever seen. So we need a name. Okay, she's Flatearthbritish dog. Boomer. It's a girl, Eddie, you know. Yeah, it's cute. Teresa, darling. Manny Silver. Loves a bit of doggage. Anyway, Street Truther. My family are free to be done. Don't worry about your families, brother. I know we love them and that, but you can't choose your family, but you can't choose your friends. You found your real fucking family already, okay? We actually do love you. So I'm going to share you. I'm not saying your family don't, but family love's a bit weird and they can't wait for you to fucking die so they can get your money. So, hash truths, guys. That's what it's all about. My family, I got a sneaky feeling it's like it in all the others. So, images of the day. Let's have a think about some stuff, shall we? This one is highly freaky, and I haven't got an answer for it. So we have a Victorian scene, or a Tatarian scene, or whatever you want to think of it, of a suburb street. Okay. Now, the guy is up the lamppost, and I'm not sure what exactly is happening with the perspective of the lamppost. If it's really short, the guy's from a window across the street. So I'm guessing that he's climbed up to the centre bit here and he's lighting the mantles if they are indeed gas, but they have little crowns on them and a bit of tech here. So there's a guy climbed up, which looks dangerous, and this. But this is not what's messing my Brian up. This is what's messing my Brian up, is this thing here. It can be a mailbox. I don't think they existed at this period. Come a little bit later. I think the first penny black was the 1860s. So I don't think the mail system, I don't know. But that could be a mailbox, I don't know. If it is, it's a mailbox that's bigger than this lady.
and it's bigger than these children. I'll show you another close-up of it now. It's too flipping big. So here he is up this strange lamppost with this like disc thing here. So whether it swivels the whole thing, I don't know, maybe. And they're just like a long tube, if you like. So it could be a mantle. But look at the crowns and the crosses. But this thing here, it's got writing on it. It's got a door. So when I seen the writing on the door, and I thought, well, it could be a post box, but I don't see a letter box unless it's on the other side. But the fact still remains, this thing is bigger than this lady here and this kid here. It's massive. So I'm guessing it could be a post box. I don't know. So let's get to the beginning of these images of the day. Scab Saturday, because we looked at Scablands. And this is a Roman arch. There was a bit of a battle going on. And it got all fucked up and shot up. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because this was apparently a little bit of damage sustained in the Second World War. Not much. Heads blown off and everything. Yet, they want you to believe, in the official paradigm, that Rome is 2,000 years old and is not subject to any wars or entropy, because if they were 2,000 years old, the architecture you see in Rome and classical worlds would show battle damage like you got here from the Second World War. And there is none. So there was no wars, apparently. No cataclysms, apparently, for the Colosseum, say, example. It's been 2,000 years. Whatever. Just proves that that's all bullshit. So I put this on my thumbnail. It's not the Scablands. It is in America. I think it's in Arizona. And it is what looks like the existence of what was a melted city. They just look like tower blocks. Imagine all of this just being a nation. It's not what we just seen with Hong Kong, for example. The coins here. Something's happened. It's the strangest geology. I can't imagine what natural processes, even though I don't go with that anymore because of the time periods involved. That looks like a skyscraper there. And you see the vaulting underneath? That definitely looks artificial. Can you see that? Window, 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 like vaulting. This one's got like the bottom of a skyscraper. Wouldn't you agree, guys? What'd you say? Can't call a fuck off. Sketch, Glenn. You can't call a dog fuck off. Imagine in a park, because what I practice is abbreviating it. So like if it's Sheba, Sheba. So like you can't say fuck off. Can you, Glenn? I don't know. You might be able to, mate. I don't know. So, the only reason I'm showing this is because it was the remainders of arches I actually watched get exploded. It was the biggest explosion in Southal's demolition. And I bunked off school to go and watch it. And I found a photograph. And I never knew there was this chimney there and this pumping station. Why would that have been there? It's just a personal mystery for my Brian. Now, you see a lot of these all over antiquity, Peru. This one's looking like it's got a bit of a, I don't know, Mesopotamian feel. But you get these doors. And the doors go into absolutely nowhere. You see these same things in Peru. This building looks like it's got melted base. And sandstone after, maybe. No, it's melted on top. So why the door? Is this, a portal technology in the past? Why do they have so many of these doors in buildings that go absolutely nowhere? Or is there something inside this, what is not a rocky outcrop, but was previously a building with rooms? There's a room there. Very, very possible. What happened? Bricked up. And this is in the Middle East, and you can just see the remainders of this arch. It would have been a fantastically big building, but it's all in the mud. Sorry, I can't get it bigger. Again, now there was a giant Buddha in here. I've concentrated on this before, but they moved the Buddha away miraculously. There's a scaffolding, and appears to be the Buddha in there. It's cut into this strange geology again, which looks like melted mud, all running and dripping over what is, again, vaulting. People getting up out of the flood water, maybe, up into the hills. They had enough warning. The spirit, the Most High tips you off if you're good, if your heart is pure and you're righteous, and you're a good person in this plane, and you're out for your brothers and sisters as a collective, rather than an individual experience. Sure, I think it's much better to live your life this way, guys. You know, just thinking of it, of the whole rather than yourself individually. Still take care of yourself and that, guys. But I mean, not all this self fucking loving thing. It's just concentrating all your energy on that. It should be given outwardly. Share it. Share that. So I can't imagine what that is, guys. But I tell you what, it does look like. It's been washed by a fuck ton of water. Is what it looks like in Noah's flood. So bits of antiquity out of an old Kirster type book, and I can't imagine what this thing is, but what it does look like is a fasces. So it's tubes bound, in this case with what looks like rivets for this period really advanced, another rivet band, and this thing on the end. So it looks exactly like a fasces. Sabers maybe with lighter bends. But definitely some sort of technology. But I thought that was cool. It looked like a fasces. This is another fasces on a cool lamppost, marble plaque hiding the previous occupants, and it's made in a Phoenician ship totem. You see these everywhere. So there's a ship there in the middle bit. Two lampposts off there, a fasces, and a Phoenician there looking down at you, and their orb, which is possibly a comet, which is possibly a destroyer of this realm. These are all over India and the Middle East as well. You see these things, and there's no official narrative to cover it, the explanation adequately. But what you find is they're all over Delhi, Jaipur, Hyderabad, all the major cities of India, and they are these iron poles with these things, and they're just like all over the place. And this thing, this tower next to it is probably a later arrival. Looks exactly like some sort of spark plug. It's even got the bit at the top like a spark plug. But yeah, so these metal things, you know, in this field are thought to be some sort of free energy device to the old world, and because they were made of that solid iron, they couldn't actually get rid of them, so they're all there still over India. So, so principal high buildings of the old world. So the pyramids, I guess, they're saying that the highest, the Pyramid of Giza. Lincoln Cathedral was one of the highest buildings in the world up until a period. I wish I could get this listing higher. The Parthenon's quite high in Rome. St. Paul's Cathedral, St. Peter's Basilica, which just tops the top of the pyramid. And I'm guessing maybe the Washington Memorial in the background. The Tower of the Palace of Westminster, not too high. And a lot of Greco-Romano low stuff. So is this Lincoln Cathedral? Possibly. So there was some high antiquity, but I know this place was covered in skyscrapers. And these lighthouses is a mystery, but how the hell did they build them? They get all this technology out onto some rock, apparently, that's covered in water and waves most of the time. And so this lighthouse here, okay, Project D. Okay, I'm not sure what technology it is. Is this a staircase going up and round? Whatever it is, it's massive. And lighthouses also prove the Earth is flat as well. So this is how we envision the age of Tartaria. Free energy lighting, masses of people, holistic living, limited of bad thoughts and experience. Not like they said, all suffering and illness and poverty and wars. See the Antiquitech, bringing in the transport of the day, the good, economical, clean, quiet air balloon. Rolling down the street, dropping off some people on a tower. Absolutely superb. These things you see all over, right? So this is a replica, I guess. It's not replica, but it looks exactly the same as Nineveh in ancient times, or Babylon in ancient times. What you find is you're going to see these all in major cities. You've got a central tower or obelisk with a oblong enclosure, which often has a lake in. And you find in the modern day, they're all replicating this old technology. Whatever this spiral technology is, I've got to think, you know, real distinct feeling is some sort of water technology. And this is obviously in the sand and that, but it's all been smashed. What they would say is like the Bronze Age, but it looks like Nineveh. And this is an old world complex. So you have Pleasure Tower, half-mile high, was being planned. Oh, that's what it is there. So you drive your cars all the way up. It would have been higher than the Empire State Building by much, all the way to the viewing platform. And you could go up here in France onto the viewing platform and see all the way to Britain because of the absence of curvature. Where's the curve? Where's the curve? What you see here is a mirage. Texas Springs Palace, Fort Worth, Texas. Opens May the 10th, closes May the 31st, 1890. So, it opens on May the 10th and it closes May the 31st. So, in 1819, it's not even open for a month and they built all that. The most unique and attractive exposition ever presented to the public. Constructed, ornamented, decorated entirely with products from Texas. Okay, no railroads, send for circulars, don't know what that is. But yeah, so it's open for like all them just them months and they built all of that. You don't have no questions? Whatever. Anyway, adrenochrome is depicted on some bas reliefs. Nothing has changed. The elites are completely crazy. So you see in a bas relief torturing of a child. So they're screaming in agony so they can extract adrenochrome to make shitty Hollywood actors a little bit better. Still shit, really, because it's all CGI and bollocks now, green screens. And then they make billions and billions. So they're going to have extravagant lifestyles because all of the sheeple keep paying money to watch these films to keep this adrenochrome trade active. Now, that is what I call an organ. Fucking everyone's hair is just flying back with the wind. Yeah? Can you imagine the sound on this? All in wood. I bet it smells nice. Be nice to work on that and treat the wood. But yeah, that's like an awesome set of pipes in antiquity. I bet that sounds absolutely fantastic. Good for your organs and other organ or words beginning with org as well. So there he is. I don't know what that is. Could be a post boss, I guess, but it just looks a weird big bollard and it looks disproportionate, as in it's bigger, a lot bigger than this woman. And they got umbrellas as well on a pleasant day, probably to keep the baking two suns off your Brian. Esplanade in Manly. So, an exercise in stupidity? Or is there something more going on? So they've woke up one day and thought, I know, I'm really fucking bored. Shall we build big house on side of cliff? Yeah? Won't that be dangerous and kill us? But like, no, we've got poles that hold on the sides of the cliff, like a goat, and just like literally hang there. So all very fun, but in my Brian, foolhardy. So where are we? Are we under a smaller dome, or is it a bigger dome with other stuff in here with us? This is one idea. Your outer space, like your Venus, your Mars, and everything else, are out there somewhere. Okay, that's what they think. We're here. Some people think in a create. I do not. Can't prove that. And puddles all around with other little earths and continent things. Like that. This is really tiny. If it was a ball, it'd be a shitty little tiny ball of 24,000 miles in radius or diameter, even though it's never been measured. It's never been measured, and they go begin their debates with that as a fact when it's not. It's like, well, you haven't really measured Earth's radius. Well, why are you saying that? Shut the fuck up. Now, this is a front line. This is taking a piss. Now, they're not doctors. These are just like, they must have just special wankers are us crisisactor.com. And they must have like, really insipid, zitty teenagers, compulsive masturbators, etc. Doing like these stupid fucking videos, which are really annoying. We should all fuck off already, all of them. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, no, I got a wicked one of these sent to me, and it's by Justin Firemaster, who is, let me get this right, Wizard Bollocks. No, I fucking forgot. It's on my Instagram. And you can buy these like really groovy, like metaphysical power units off of him. He sent me one, and I really love it. I never take it off except to go sleep because it fucking hurts. Bone battery banks. If you don't know about bone battery banks, don't know about circuit board cities, check out Flatearthbritish's past history. We talked about this a couple of years ago on the Tatarian think tank channel, or the Celtic Tatarian channel, as these things were in the catacombs of Paris as human bone batteries, because they're all bones crushed together. Bones crushed together give off amounts of piezoelectrical force, and if you do it by mass, okay, you get an electrical charge, which is what these are. We're human batteries when we're alive for them, and we're human batteries when we're dead for them. So I don't know, but what I can tell you is this is Greece, and it's the I was going to say Acropolis. My head just went. And there's this dude, right? He's standing on top of a big fuck off ladder. Now, what they did do is steal the Elgin marbles, some bas reliefs from up around here. If you notice, this thing's burnt, by the way. So what is he doing? Is this a torch, a lamp? Yeah? That looks fucking dangerous, that does. Or is he just got this thing where he's going to cluck it in and steal an Elgin marble and take it off to Scotland, to Elgin, where they're not going to give them back, by the way. Yeah, ongoing dispute. The Greeks want them, and the Scottish are like, get a fuck, like they do. So no, burnt. I know what these holes are. It's well scorched. The Earth is flat and stable. If we were spinning at 1,040 odd miles at the equator, or respectively in this American city, maybe 600 miles an hour, do you think this gentleman would be able to purchase chairs above certain depthage if we were spinning? Yeah, I get pukey on an elevator. Yeah, I'm the worst sailor in the fucking world, and I can't even swim. Not that that stopped me. Be fun anyway. Cosmonaut Igor Volk, no one has ever been to space, is what he said on television and in other interviews. So he admits that the astronauts are just actors. He tells you they've never been to space. NASA and their chief gimp, Neil deGrasse Tysonich, he will say, no, nobody's gone to space. Nobody's been to space per se since the Apollo missions. Because that was Sisland space, apparently the space between Earth and the Moon, and they went across it and back like a sea, an ocean of spaceness, and back again. Yeah, and then they glowed like a fiery torch with the plasma temperatures of like 1,200 degrees, plopped into the Pacific Ocean without any steam whatsoever or anything, no problems whatsoever. Parachutes went off. Parachutes never burnt in 1,200 degrees temperature, by the way, and they'll get out into a little boat. It's all right. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean, there's loads of battleships hanging around. Yeah? A battleship just pulls up. So even the Americans will say, no fucker goes to space. Like, ever. So when you're like, maybe a globe believer, and you say, oh, no, there is space. They always go to space. No, they don't. Even they tell you they don't go to space. Just telling you now. Master. Grasshopper. What are you doing with your fingers? It's not 33. When another person makes you suffer, it's because he suffers deeply within himself. And his suffering is spilling over. He does not need punishment. He needs help. That's the message he's sending. Okay? So basically, All they really need, and that's everybody, guys, is some love. You just need a hug. Yeah, no matter who they are, everybody in this place loves one another, really. Just lost by them, by these, with lies, deceit. Yeah, toilet roll of fucking sport. Puke. Open your damn eyes. So the Prime Minister of Haiti, okay, Jovenel Moise, who did not allow vaccines in his country till today, has been killed. So this is apparently a week or so ago. He's looking at the camera and saying, yeah, over my fucking dead body. And literally it was. So one country did stand against them, guys. And that's what happened. That should be, if you're like, you know, in the cult of Jabberty, the cult of Jabberty, if you're in that cult, then you should have serious questions of why anybody speaks against it should be killed, eh? Just saying, you know. This is Blackpool. Something wrong here. The town of Blackpool ends here, and when you drive into Blackpool, okay, it's a lot further out now in England, Blackpool, you get this seaside resort of Blackpool, which is fantastic. But the size of this tower is insanely big compared to these tiny Victorian 3-story houses, etc. Just doesn't go. I've got a feeling this was much older world. There's a lot of mud flooders in Blackpool. Winter Gardens. I walked around in there on my own. I went wandering off for a spliff. I was like on holiday there once, and I seen the door open, and I went in there, and I was the only person in there. I was behind the stage and everything. There was not a soul in there. I went through the fire escape. So here's Branson, 75, still got, no, 85, 185. And he's getting his hair tips from this woman behind, unfortunately, the one with a massive mouth. Yeah. And he's doing like, I'm a wanker sign. It's like, a wank a lot. That's what he's saying. I think that's what it is. So the hereafter. So if you go through that door there, okay, guys, I think it's that door, the big one. If you're a giant, you end up in the hereafter. So I'm not sure actually if that is actually a doorway to the hereafter. You may have to go through to find out yourself. Look at this. This is Wales land. Have you ever been to Wales land? You should. This is, I think, Conway Castle. We got Conway, Harlech, and they are mighty, mighty, mighty bits of stone. Castles. That's the word. Castles. And this is in Wales land. So I do more for the Welsh toy sport than Wales. I want to be appreciated by you, Wales. Yeah. You know, I like you. Love you. NASA CGI stars. So let's have a look at NASA. Oh, look at the cosmos, light years away. Oh, they're actually in the past, a couple 100 million years ago. They're not there anymore, but the light you see from them has traveled across space at the light speed 186,000 miles per second, arrived at your eyeball, to your Brian, and you've perceived the star. Is that a miracle? Fuck me, that sounds unreal. Yeah, it is. We made it all up. This is what they really look like from a P900 or P1000 camera, is light waves in what looks like a medium of water traveling to meet your eye, which is what they are, because they're light forms in water, possibly souls or Phoenicians, ships or something else. So I'm guessing this boy's family had nothing to do with the building of this civilization. It's these again, the Phoenician comb things. You see them everywhere with a corner leaf. Still can't establish what species they are. I'm thinking rhododendrons. Not sure. So Fox Theatre, number 33. Anything to do with Fox is your 33. So it's Megan Fox, Fox News, Foxy Lady. A great picture. William Fox has the honor to present Street Angel. Or is that Jimmy Cagney? Janet Gaynor, Charles Farrar. Don't know any of them. Sounds a bit of a B movie. Oh, if it had been Cagney, it'd be fucking epic. Love a bit of James Cagney. George Raft. So yeah, this is being floating off down the Thames. They don't tell you what it is. Could be a diving bell. Could be going off to some strange experiment, Quatermasty affair in America, in London. But what do you think it is? Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. It could be a diving bell. Could be some tech that they're hiding from us. But fact still remains, it's on the Thames in the past. Now, young people watching, yeah, this is how the old world looked. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have mobile phones. We actually talked to one another on public payphones. It's okay if you wipe the receiver, you won't catch anything. If you want to find out where somebody lives, use this thing here. Can you see this? It's called a telephone book. Yes, a telephone book. Oh, isn't history exciting? Did you know that before? No. Have you heard of the yellow pages? Yeah. It's sort of like Wikipedia or Google of its day. And what you also find is this is one of the more uglier women of the 1970s period. Yeah, I know. We should time travel, guys, back to the 1970s. Maybe not, I don't know. So, that is some images of the day. Okay. Now, if you don't know, this is the channel we're on now. Please subscribe. Coming up to 38,000 subscribers. Woohoo. Shortly. Okay. But we've had a couple of other milestones this week. I've been doing Flatterday shows. Now, I know I haven't been doing too much content because my time has been taken up with the bullshit of trying to fucking survive in this place. Because now YouTube are butt fucking all of the YouTubers so they can't make a fucking cent to pay their fucking rent. And if it falls through with like donations and shit, we're all in the shit. Which is why they've all bounced to Odyssey and they're paying fucking, you got to pay to watch them and stuff. Well, I ain't doing that shit. Anyway, so we got Martin Leaker's Nectar channel, which I just keep for emergencies. Now, if you don't know, the Celtic Tatarian channel, right? Millions and millions of people have been watching this for years, okay, guys? It has 2,000 videos on it, about 1,000 on this subject, because we've been doing this for quite some time. Okay, guys? That's got 27,000 subscribers. We've got Celtic Tatarian channel, which is my backup channel for that in case that gets taken out, and which reached 15,000 subscribers this week. I want to thank you for that. The Flatearthbritish think tank channel, which is also a fan-fucking-tastic channel, don't you know? Okay, so here's another thing by Holistic. So make sure, yeah, if you do want to get a signed book, I've got maybe about 15 or so left, and I'll be happy to do a nice personal Flatearthbritish love bombage. Okay, so she talks about my merchant navy has gifted him with direct experience on many topics he researches. Yeah, I picked up a loads of handy things for this plane in the merchant navy, I must say. Explore Martin Leaker, Flatearthbritish, and it gives you links here. You'll find this link in the descriptions box of some of the cool stuff we've done recently. And a reminder that we live in a wonderful plane where the mystery of life is an oft kept secret. Excellent introduction to the occult field with lesser questions, says my friend Gillian, who should be in chat right now, because usually he is. Okay, and this is what they do for us. They give us cool ass. This is what India does. Cool ass adverts. So that's the nice lady who's in England somewhere, does mud flooders, gets out there. Future past. Okay, where's she to? So yeah, that link will be in the descriptions box. Make sure to donate, subscribe, all of the good things that come with being like apparently some sort of super famous fucking YouTuber thing. It don't really work. They say it does, but it's like the reality is just bullshit. Julie, good to see you. Oh, thank you. Julie's really nice. She loves me. See, Coop, good to see you. Snuggle Gerson, what's he saying? Is he being rude? Bet that was fun for you. She gives him love hearts. Oh, let's have a look what Snuggle Gerson's saying. See if that's worthy a bit of goss. Then Liddy, good to see you, love. Hippie. DJ Diner. So let me ask you guys, did you have a dog name? I'll have that now. Did you enjoy tonight's show? Did you laugh? Did you have a nice warm fuzzy feeling in your belly when we hit life's truths about us being one big happy family? Fuck it all and being real. Because when you get down to the nitty gritty of it all, guys, you know, humanity's in big fucking trouble, you know, and it's only us that's going to help us. You know, nobody's going to step in here, guys. Okay. We have to become all powerful. We have to know and believe in ourselves that we can do this. Okay, the prize is there in my Brian. Okay, this new world, this new paradigm will not be their epic nightmare. It will be some sort of utopia. Hopefully not like any, utopias with any stupid bullshit hierarchical things, because that's not going to happen. Okay, everyone has got an equal opportunity in this place, no matter who they are, where they're from. That's what it's got to be, and that's what it should be. Nobody suffering, nobody left out in the cold. Okay, that's what it should be, and that's what it will be, because that's what we do here. Fucking place. Kinkiwi, they're all mental. Decat, shit we put up with. Flat smack biblical. I've been really good with the babos this week. I've got a new strategy of just smiling and laughing and don't even talk to them because they're basically too fucking stupid to talk to. So don't. Simple. Yeah. Shove the jab. Just go. Walk on. Yeah. So good to see you, Mummy K. Ultra. Keep on rocking. Rock Finn. I don't know. They'll charge and all of that in there. Is it free? I don't know. I can't be going through all of that caper. Let's see how it goes. So everyone on the Titanian channel, I have not bloody visited you, but I do thank you all for popping by in the chat. I can only talk in one chat at a time, basically, guys. And all you guys on Instagram. So it's Juancho, Fantaros, come I see you, my friend. We are coming up to midnight. I've been on about 3 hours. So we're going to have a nice little voltage. Any cute little dogs' names, put them in chat right now. Make sure it's classy. Think regal, princess, omnipotent, intelligent, very beautiful, doggage. Think that. Gobshite, you swearing at me, Opticus? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I've been having a bit of trouble this week, which is doing my head in. So I opened a Telegram thing, but I didn't realize it was going to be flooded with psychopathic trolls, and I seem to have the inability to ban them or even do any moderating, and I don't know how to do it. Yeah, there was a psycho troll, okay, starting on all my friends, saying terrible things to them. He said I was a queer. Yeah, somebody sent me an email. Matt, someone in chat saying you're a queer. Okay, whatever. And abusing everyone else. So we can't be having that. I'm going to have to do something about the cleaning up that Telegram. It's not something I expected, but they must have a suicidal streak, these fucking trolls. I do know what's the matter with them. They just need a hug. Yeah. If you give them a little shout, they're like, oh, somebody actually seen me. Because usually they look like a big, basically when they go out, they're like a big zit. They got like a head, just one big head, like it's going to bust. So nobody looks at them. So they hide behind a keyboard, being all brave. JJ, good to see you. Hope you've enjoyed some camping with your boy this week or this summer. Bill Mader, good to see you. Just Soldier Jet says, I like Phoebe. That one for the hat. Okay, that one for the hat. Well, let's hear some more. Anyway, Phoebe's really nice. Well, while I'm here, I'm going to be going shortly, guys. Got almost 1,000 people watching still. We need a name for a cute flat earth doggage. Okay, new arrival to this plane. You're not strange, Martin, not understanding cognitive. You are makes them say shit they want to understand. Oh, thank you, Jungle Juice. You're really nice. Dan Bain, call the dog New World Order sucks balls. Doesn't roll off the tongue, but I can see where you're coming from. Yeah, New World Order sucks balls. New World Order sucks balls. Can't abbreviate it. Just be calling new. Sticks is nice, Graham. Sticks is nice. That's sort of like the band. And is there a band called Sticks? No, I was thinking Split Ends. What am I? Shut mouth. Denise, Kush. Mel. Kush is fucking wicked. I like that, Denise. You got taste there, girl. Kathleen. We said Ella or Bella. Ella is a witchcraft spell, like Umbrella Ella, which is why that evil fucking witch, what's her name? Rhiannon sings Ella. And Bella is nice. It's got a bell in it, but we said no. Tivia or Sativa. Oh, I like that. Tiva or Sativa. Tiva or Sativa. That's fucking wicked. I love that, Max. Hugh.
When you're in a bridge building business, you can expect a few trolls. Oh, I don't bother me, mate. It bothers me when they bother my friends and people in chats and stuff, because some people can't take it. Water ducks back to me. I've been hearing it all for fucking years. You want to see all the things that have been said about me in the past? Everything. Look at me. Eh? This is my not give a fuck face. Yeah, no, take lessons. Lady, no, it's too generic, Dan. Puppage. I like that, John. Puppage. Yeah, it's cute. Kim, to distract. Well, I won't let things detract me. When I'm gonna say it, enemy fucks or turncoats or whatever, and they try to detract things and all of that. I know what's going on, so while people are detracting or think that they're detracting, I'm formulating very cunning plans, is what I'm doing. So daughter called Bella. Oh shit, well, can't have all like family members' names the same as dogs, I liked Martini or Martine, but it's not having any of it. Concerned citizen, Valerie, understandable, very annoying. Lotus Film Studios, Indica, the Feb mascot. Have you still got that land in Colorado? Is it farmable? Can I go and live on it on my own? Well, not on my own, actually. Ariel, Diana, Muddy, Ollie Svensson. Stella's nice, but it's a bit spacey, and it's a flat earth dog. We did discuss it, and we don't want anything like sherry or anything alcohol related, basically. And Stella, yeah. Bo, Julius, a bit like male. Bo's like 50s for boyfriend, isn't it? It's like, I'm going out with my beau. Or something like that. Lily, Street Truth. Lily's lovely. Somebody did say that. I really like Lily. But the flower represents death. So, it's up to you, really. I don't know if that's true. I think I did look it up once. Sprog. No, you can't call it Sprog. That's a little human thing. Child. I'm trying to think of the name of them then. The little ones. They're weird. They're like grown-ups. Yeah, but they're little. Have you seen them? Oh no. Fucked up weird place, man. All that is weird. Giving birth is even fucking weirder, yeah? It's like little humans inside women. And they come out screaming. And then they grow into bigger ones, yeah? Then they get jabbed up. Then they become autistic. As my friend Mel stated the other day, you got like autistic as fuck, and they're like prone to violence and like insanity. They have no emotion. They're dead as fuck in the eyes, right? You have like big burly blokes, like 6'20", who are like autistic. One of these bang on their heads when something doesn't go their way. I don't want that one. I want that one, or I'll fuck you up. And everywhere, it's like seen an autistic kid this week. It was like scary. To be honest with you, it was fucking scary. It's like just like gurning you out, like with fucking, like autism's got this like buzz that I can't really be near. I can't be near anyone with that buzz anyway. Anyone like buzzing like a fridge with a shaky leg, fuck off away from me. Stink bomb's not a good name for a dog, Jonas. Please don't do that. That's silly. Don't be hive. Just that's silly. Indica, I would have gone with Kish Carrots. I love it. I love anything like that, as you know. It's just so me, but it's not my dog, and it's nothing to do with me. If it is, in a way, I'm related. I'm like a cousin. I just set my hair on light. Fuck me. I was on fire. I just did a Michael Jackson. I just set my fucking hair on light. Oh, I better get off. I better get off soon. So Thunder's nice. Flat Thumber. Stoner, that's fucking wicked, mate. Tifa, like Queen Latifah. Oh, no, we said Tifa. Jeeves. Oh, that's the name of like a Stephen Fry person. GT.
Bella sounds nice. I like Bella. It's pretty. My sister, I had a Bella in the family. Petunia. Possibly flowers. Possibly flowers. That's nice. Benny's saying he loves us. So we're going to give Benny Riley here, send us all loves. Okay, we're going to send him big love vibes back, all of us. Okay, we love you, Benny. Okay, that's Benny covered. Ariel. So yeah, I've seen a lot of love, good people this week, and a lot of goodness, which is been really lovely. It's been a hard week. It's been a mess, but that is fucking YouTube. So help out if you can. Al Carter. My name of my doggy is Port Marion. Well, I would try to go to Port Marion this year. I wanted to go there on like a little break or something, but apparently you can't go there. Everything's closed or full or what have you. Don't know about now, but I would love to do a post in Port Marion. If you don't know what Port Marion is, guys, it's where they filmed the 1970s, 60s series, The Prisoner. Number two. Fantastic mudflood city. I've covered the history on it in the Celtic Tatarian channel. This guy's attributed to building it from like basically after the 1900s. He builds all these ancient places. This bullshit. Annetta, Dolores. No, man, not after that Stephen King fucking novel. You're having a giraffe. Trixie. That's nice, but it's got a bit of the prostitutes about it. Walking Axel. Titania. That's nice. Got a bit of the Russian prostitutes about it. Mo Etu. I like sticks. It's like valleys. My youngest one is Avalon. Oh, I like that. Avalon. I'm in a bit of a Roxy music mode at the moment. Been listening to Brian Ferry and Roxy music. Like quite brilliant. Love a bit of Roxy music. Where have you been? I just played you a Roxy music song, didn't I? That's happy, wasn't it? I know. Dog's name Cleopatra. No, I said Atlantean witch. We're not doing any Shebas or Cleopatras. Okay, but we're along them lines. You can think of any other. We're thinking Anubis. It's got like a dog. Tesla's fucking wicked. Tesla's good. It's some bloke. Teslina would be better. You know, if you had like a woman Jesus, yeah, Jessica would be epic. Yeah. Would you all worship at the altar of Jessica? Yeah. Miss PG, Cult of the Umbrella. I don't know what that. Oh yeah. Kush, sheesh kebab. Call it kebab. That's not a good name for a dog kebab. Camel. No Voynich, that's really silly. It's like calling your parrot dog, isn't it? Dog. I'm a parrot. You know, if everyone dies and there's an extinction level event, apparently the parrots will keep language going up until 25 years or maybe even 50 later. So when everyone's like fucking dead, yeah, there'll be still parrots going wank wank or it's flat. If you have a parrot, could you program it now with it's flat, just in case. Always best to be prepared, guys. DJ. Oh, it'd be great if animals talked. I'd love to have a conversation with a dog or a cat. I'd probably be boring because they'd be like, you haven't chucked that stick for me in days, man. I like that stick. It would be like dog orientated stuff like ball throwing, shagging your leg, that sort of thing. Dog's bones. You holding on that bone? Did you bury it? No, you buried it. I never buried it. It'd be like Tom, Dick and Harry of bone burying. So Mudlina's nice. I was thinking something mud related. Her official name is Tanker Grey. Oh yeah, Tanker Grey London, which is a breed of gin. So it is already alcohol related. Phony. Voynich, can you stop saying camel? Have you got something on your mind you want to talk about? They are pretty camels. Kodak. Maybe you could call it koala because basically looks like a teddy bear. Koala bear. 900 people doing a dog vote is fantastic. Yeah, this is what life's about, guys. Yeah, naming the puppy of Flatearthbritish. Juan Pepe. Pepit. No. Jaws, like you could name it Paws. Squeeze Pup. Flatimer. Our Lady of Flatimer. That's surely it, isn't it? Flatimer. Call across the field. Let's work this out. Let's abbreviate it. Flatimer. Works. Fucking brilliant. And everyone's going to be like, did she say it was flat? Yeah. Brian, Ladili. No, Brian. No, Laddie. Sticks again, says Rain. Wilson. Wilson's quite good. Jane. Lotus. Wolfie the Hip is German Shepherd. Oh, it's beautiful. See how Welsh I sounded then. So, yeah, good to see you all on a Flatterday. It's been absolutely fantastic. Hope you had a giggle. Hope you had a relaxing time. And hope you upped your vibration. Okay, remember to set your intent. Clearly, do not doubt it. And Flat Earth British peeps, this community here, will show you the way, okay? We look after everybody here, okay? Anybody, as long as you're not a crazy troll, because you're just going to get squatted like a fly, basically. I'm not being unpleasant, but yeah, you are. Is welcome, okay? And you will be our brother and sister. Kelly Noland, did you get touched up by Jimmy Savile? Kelly Dolan. Oh, fuck me. I thought it was a Nolan's. Yeah, I got told the Nolans got touched up. They all got touched up, didn't they? Pan's people. Fuck me. They got touched up. David Jones, thanks for all the pictures you send me. Queen Alcine, great moderators. They are good moderators. We don't have too much troll problem because they like sort of linger in the background and think this might be a bad idea to go into 1,000 people crowd and be mouthy. Something might happen to me. No shit. Volva. I'll have to think about that. It's not my dog. I like that myself, but like obviously a lot. But I don't think that's going to wash, unfortunately, Glenn. Life's like that. Volva. Yeah. That's what they do in Sweden, isn't it? You know, you go to the traffic lights, yeah, and you wind the window down. There's a lady in a Volvo. And you go, you have a lovely vulva? Like that. You know, you can't even get a handbag in the face. It's awesome. So did he say vulva or Volvo? Vulva? Doesn't matter. Yeah. Tickle your fanny with a feather. What did he say? Isn't it nice weather? Oh, yeah, lovely. So, Monkey Mine, Athenia, Rolf. No. Ah, see what he did there, Dan. So, Miss PG Bandana here. It was a lovely lady. Falafel. Isn't that a food? We're not going to name it after foods, hot dogs, or anything edible, I don't think. Ale Transaction says, oh, I see. Dick Richards. The Jazz Soldier going to sign my pity on my runny kind. No, that didn't register in my brain at all. Might be just me, though. It's getting late. So I've been going 3 hours, 15 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. The name of the dog has been decidedly unconclusive. Marriage, could you make a last online statement into said chat? What's Lucy saying? Don't forget to email me, Martin. Okay. Jungle Juice. Babylon Vagabond said something about Coriolanus, which is just made up thing, like everything else. Rasterella. Rasterella has to be, hasn't it? It's got something to do with Rasterism. Is that a word? Yes, it is now. Rasterella, I like. That's good. You can definitely, maybe. Is that what's going to be? Hoover. Juan. Bimini. Well, that's nice. Bimini line. Yeah, we know about Bimini being the existence of apparently Atlantis. Female dog, no stonks, Roxy. Roxy's fucking good. Roxy, Lena's nice. Like Lena Zabaroni. She's not annoying at all. And scream. Fucking scream now. Rasta has a ring. It has a ring, innit? Shouting across the field. Rasta. And some guy turns around and go, you calling me? Like that. You've got to abbreviate this shit and imagine a park full of per people is what you've got to do. We've practiced this from the very beginning, haven't we? Yeah. No pop stars, no Beyoncé's, no Alicia's. Okay. 1 in 4 British millennials are now called Alicia. That includes males. Did you know that? Yeah, it's true. Well, it might not be. Giselle is actually Mel's daughter, so that's not going to work. Celtic Monkey Mine, Cinderella. Mali, yeah, we thought of that. It was going to be the obvious choice. As anything, Bob is like literally epic and fantastic. Willow's nice. I like Willow. We mentioned that. Babylon. Oh, I'm getting tired of dog voting. I've been like literally thinking about dogs' names for like days now. So Axel says marijuana. Marijuana. I see what he did there. That's good, that is, Axel. Not sure though. It's not my dog. Anyway, so enough names for you to chew on there, Melage. Okay. So I hope we come up with some sort of conclusion soon. Because poor Brian. So there's Jenkins. Stormy Gale. She's saying something to Stormy Gale. Red Admiral shirt. Layla. Layla, you got me on my Kiwi. King Kiwi. Daniel. Brandon. Will Fox 27 says Max. Yeah, a girl can be Max. All right, fair enough. Maxine. Gotcha. Which is also a fingerprint machine gun, isn't it? Not a magazine. Don't worry. Maxine isn't making a machine gun. No, you'll find in the First World War. So, S. Ghislaine, no, I don't. Can't even say it. Never mind. Fucking call a doggy. M1. Ronnie. Yeah, a girl can be called Ronnie, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Yeah. You can have a girl called Ronnie. Short for what is it? Rowena? I don't know. Can't remember. Dog's bollocks. That's brilliant. She's gonna bollocks taffy. Yeah. I hope you are Welsh, by the way. Better not be false fucking advertising. Yeah. When you prove your Welshish, prove your Welshness. I'm probably just saying that because they have a fish in America called salted taffy, don't they? At Atlantic Beach. Yeah. So they're out of permeations of taffy. Just saying. Olivia's nice. Febs is nice. Febs is lovely. It's got a Flatearthbritish ring about it, haven't it? Febs. Come on, Febs. That's fucking cute, that is. Febs. Or Febich. Petra's nice, so I see. Marijuana, I've already done. Myrobia. Marabia. Sounds like rabies, Kelly. Rabies. Everyone starts running. Zelda, Gary. Zelda. Luna, we've already got a Luna, I'm afraid. Another Luna. So can't have a Luna. Alice is lovely. Flat Lena. Oh, nice one, Dan. Flat Lena is good. So anyway, I'm going to go soon because I'm like literally running out of steam and I need a drink and I need like literally edibles and stuff. Thank you, everybody. It's been fucking epic night. Flatterdays are just fantastic. We're talking about the Scablands and this Brent's chappie who chucked out an alternative idea of what we know is to be true. Cataclysm. Okay. And reset of cyclical resets, which he got ridiculed for and partially accepted on later days. So interesting site. Take a look at it yourself on Google Earth. And I'm guessing maybe some of you people are even from Washington, D.C. or even bordering, Washington State or even Oregon. So Dick Richards, Mel says S. Lee, Rain Girls, yeah, thank you, lovely. Thank you, Hugh. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, anybody else. All my friends, all my loved ones, anybody else is in this chat, and anyone else I forgot. So sorry. Okay. Support Flatearthbritish. Okay. Can't fucking got a pocket full of thank yous. But that's not helping. PJ Zuba, Manny, Nofax, Ethel. Oh, that's nice. Michael, you come up with something good. Babylon Vagabond. Not that you don't other times, Michael. You do come up with some good stuff. You're getting really good now at all this. All right, Benny Riley, Vagina. Gina would have been all right. Gonna have to have a little think about what you just said, actually, Benny. You need to go sit in the corner and reflect on what you just said in front of all of these fine people. You don't see Flatearthbritish doing stuff like that, do you? So, so I'm hoping anything wasn't too upsetting for you. I don't mean to upset you in any way. And it's all good, clean fun, after all. This place is infinitely strange. You may as well laugh at it. I don't care. You know? I, on the side, fighting a good fight and you good people, which I'm very proud of. I'm very happy with. So, Kevin Coe tuning in from Kenya. Nice one, Kevin Coe. Wow. Got any good dogs' names, Kev, from Kenya land? Because friend who's Jar has bought a houndage, which is beautiful. Mercy's the previous. I can't go into that. I kept crying online. Marco de Groot, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Nothing to do with Lucifer. Might get wrongly construed. And LSD also might get wrongly construed. Either way. Kaya's brilliant. There's another Mali thing in it, Babylon. Might be good. We mentioned that, and I think Kaya's are actual been given name by the previous owners. Would you believe it? Like the Bob Marley album. Yeah, no. That's weird. So anyway, if you are in chat now, I'm going to fuck off. I'm going to go and do my life. Okay, eat something and get my shit together because I've been doing this all day. Like, share, subscribe, support, buy my book, buy Flatearthbritish shit. Is going to be fantastically famous in the future. The whole of America will be wearing flat thumb shirts on the streets of New York. Flat thumbs is like the new thumbs up, but it's flat thumbs, which is 10 times better. In fact, double flat thumbs, infinity, thrice, forever. Okay, infinity, which you can't do with that. Can you? It's fucking genius, guys. We work this shit right out. We keep nailing it all the time. Benny, something wrong? Missing something? To the lockdown. Oh, well. Anyway, I'm going to be going tarot. Could be Tatarian related, I guess. But like I said, the final decision will hopefully be made soon because I can't stand suspense. Attica is good. Old man, I like that. Attica's cool. Goat's Milk, Duchess. So, Fabian, Kelly. Yeah, just like nobody's going to say, oh, you know, this person's in the Fabians at all with a Fabian fucking dog. The Fabians symbol is a white German Shepherd, by the way. Just saying. Bombing 625 is feeling sick. Go on. Puke up, down the toilet, come back, you'll be loads better. Have another one. Thank you, Rain Girl. Much love. Okay, Boom Shanka. May the seed of your loins be forever fruitful in the belly of your woman. And be good, be careful. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. So that limits things. And cheapster. Girl, I'm just cheapster for your love. No. And Janice is not a good name for a dog. Janice. 2 heads. Stormy's nice. Copyright it. Okay, I am fairies. Okay, Enrique, my brother. Miss P, Gary, Jungle, Bab. Who's Babylon? God Rockin in the free world. Not. That school. Kelly Sher and Juan and Hugh and SG and Will and Dick and Ariel and I Have Fairies and Simon's Kratz and Nim, and Benny, who's got bad-minded. Nah, he's not. Street Truth, I Have Fairies. We're just playing, Benny. We love you. It's nice to be included. Okay. And Michael. And Real Talk with Aaron. Serious, that's nice. Missy. Trees Roots Hippie Shake. WD-40. Platform is WD-40. Really inventive name. You car mechanic. Should have called yourself Swarpika. It'd be much better. It would have been grittier. Never mind. Valerie Pax, and Juan, and Lindsay. We love Lindsay as well. Nancy Coop. And it's not just because they're female. It's like I love male, all of you. Okay. And Denise is there as well. Taffy. Thanks. Bye, Taffs. Right, I got to fuck off. It's getting late and I've got neighbours and everything. So peace and love to you all. Flat thumbs. And do all those things, YouTube things. Did you have fun? I'll be back in the week on Flat Earth British think tank. I know I said that last week, but I have been really busy and trying to ship miracles. Good night, Sid. Night, Shall Love. Night, Gar. So loads of people who I know here. And a peace out and thanks from Scottage. Okay, then. Make sure to share this out. Make sure to subscribe. Come back soon for more Flat Earth British juicage, where I would juice you up, baby. Moonbeam, ta lovely. Flat image. Dixie. Pixie's nice. Shame it's something to do with elflings because I'm an elf. I've got elf years. So anybody else out there thinking about you and sending love vibes and healing vibes to everyone and hoping everyone has a fantastic week to come. Okay, if you need me, martinliga7@gmail.com. Here's my website. My email address here at the bottom to get in contact with me for any reason. Now, I have, as I said, a few books so I can sign to get out to you. And if you want to get a book, you can get it on Amazon. And it is a mind blow. And my Flat Earth British website is no longer existing, but is getting a new one revamped, which will be martinliga.com. And that will be with us in the near future. Okay, fantastic. So 750 you watching. Make sure to subscribe on the Flat Earth British Think Tank channel, Martin Liga channel, the Celtic Tatarian channel, and all other Flat Earth British channels as well. Okay, I think I've done that right. So, I'm out of here. Fat image.